3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. I'm Nick.
Tyler.
Hobbit Pumper at Google.
Gmail.
Gmail.com.
Shannon.
Yeah. So, yeah, podcast. What, I obviously know what some of us want to talk about.
I don't know.
Before we
I
get
don't
to
do
that.
I don't know.
I actually do have a few things to talk about.
No, you don't.
What's up?
I just looked up some news before the podcast because I was like, we need to talk about something else for a change.
I've got something we can talk about before the podcast, before we go into Destiny.
Oh, before the podcast?
Before the podcast, before we go into Destiny.
Sorry, the pre-show.
Yeah.
No, did anyone
start,
see
go
that PlayStation View is shutting down in January?
No shit.
Oh,
It's
no.
completely? I thought it was...
Literally shutting down in
I
January.
thought they were like... Wait, that's the TV thing.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, completely
Okay.
shutting it down. I mean,
Interesting.
I understand. I mean, literally, there's way too many fucking people in that kitchen, so I'm
Yeah.
okay with a few shutting down.
Yeah,
Sony's
I'm
not going to be
upset
hurt.
about it.
They're not going to hurt.
No,
Yeah, no.
they'll be
No.
fine.
But they said that they're just like hemorrhaging money between trying to maintain licensing with all the different channels and trying to make original content, all this stuff. They were like, yeah, we're gonna go back to games. Smart
Which,
move.
I mean, yeah,
Really?
again, yeah, smart move.
But also at the same time, you got to think. I mean, that just sort of, with the way Xbox is going to being a game console with entertainment center features, the fact that Sony's saying, maybe that's not the path we need to take.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to focus on games. I mean, for all the shit that we give Sony, when it comes to PlayStation, I mean, you can't say that they are. You can't say that they're fucking around and doing other shit. I mean, they're focusing solely on games.
Exclusives.
Exclusive.
Not really shitty games.
Oh,
And
very
as much as I hate console
Last of
exclusivity,
Us?
still, I mean,
Who here's played Last of Us? I actually have an actual question that I need answered.
All right.
okay.
Well,
This has mild spoilers for Last of Us. The game's 27 years old.
it's not
It's
27
not
years
27 years old, and
No,
I haven't played it yet.
Six.
So.
The game is 6 years old.
old. 6.
Okay, so I'm gonna spoil the first 30
CO2
seconds of the
cartridges
game.
for-
30 seconds. Well, I think Nick played the opening, right?
I have played the opening.
Yeah, he's
you
played the
this then.
Okay.
So
It's the same
I
box as,
watched
like,
a video
12
that was
gauge.
released on Twitter this week.
Similar.
Okay.
12 gauge shotgun shells.
Oh, gotcha.
Tell the class what you're talking
So, yeah, well, Nick's got a box of shotgun shells here. Just kidding.
Not shotgun shells.
CO2.
CO2 cartridges.
I thought it was the same thing every time.
Yeah,
he was
that's
like,
why I was
this
like,
is like the same.
I want-
right size for this.
So, question:
answer.
they released a video of Troy Baker
Yes.
doing Joel
Correct.
Ooh.
when his daughter dies. At the
Do
beginning
I
of
have
the
to go
game.
to Pornhub for this?
You do. It's pretty hot.
Okay.
No, when his daughter dies in the game. Okay.
Okay.
They released the mocap of it.
Okay.
Okay.
He's holding her crying. Great performance. Like, I literally have only played the first 10 minutes and I was getting choked up and I was like, God, I want to play this game so bad. But what I don't understand is, so that he's holding her
Yes.
and then he not drops her, but lets her go. And then everyone that's doing mocap, so there's 5 actors that are in that scene that are around, all
Okay.
stand up and do a fucking T-pose. What the fuck does that mean?
Oh,
Does
so
that come up in the
that-
game?
No, so what that means is that's a mocap thing. That means that it's ending the frame.
Yeah, that
It's like it's everybody's done
It was
doing that.
so
yeah, it's like
crazy.
cut. That's like the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's dead. Don't die. You can't do this. I can't.
That's
I can't
power
live without
move.
you. And then
Whenever I T-poses around the person they just murdered.
everyone stands up silently and just. And I was like, that's creepy.
That's like
it is eerie. Watch it. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, is there some kind of sacrifice shit I didn't get into in this game?
so. That's like
That makes sense.
the best way to describe it is that's like a keyboard shortcut for hey stop capturing mocap because
So-
that's a pose you're not naturally going to do in a game.
Second question. So when that does happen in the game and Joel just runs around going like this, is that because it wasn't supposed to access that file?
Correct.
Okay.
That wasn't supposed to be motion
There's
capture.
a video because I looked it up and I was like T-pose Last of Us trying because I didn't know if it had to do with the game or anything. And there's just a video and Joel's just going and he's like, and then he's just gliding around everywhere like this, and he's just gliding and not moving. And it's like, what the fuck?
Earlier today, I was actually playing Call of Duty, and we started the match. Somebody drops to the ground and run forwards to grab the neutral bomb.
Mhm.
But like when he dropped to the ground and goes forward, he's at full running speed and just through the ground, and it just like on his stomach, grabs the bomb, comes back, plants the bomb, and then just sits there and sits there and sits there, and somebody starts shooting at him, and he jumps up and then just like starts firing, and then he drops down again, and then he starts like running around the map
Honestly,
like on his stomach, just. But like, it was so fucking weird.
I want to know what the guy was seeing. Like he's just like, oh yeah, I'm running around pretty well.
Well,
Everyone else is
it's
winning.
almost like I wonder if he found a way to like trigger that glitch, and he was just using it because when you're on the ground like that, like your hitbox is like tiny,
Oh,
so it's like
gotcha.
more difficult to hit. But like,
Maybe.
but he was running at full speed, like he was sprinting on his stomach.
You know me better than anyone here at this table.
Yes,
Do I need to buy this game or do
Modern
I just
Warfare?
pass?
I-
Understand.
I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
I get that. I'm saying you know me.
It's
I played World War II for about 30 minutes. I played Black Ops 4 for about 10 minutes.
Here's my thing. I picked up Modern Warfare specifically because I have coworkers that are wanting me to play with them.
Gotcha.
So that is the main
I
reason.
realize you're wearing a Modern Warfare
I am.
hat,
I am. I'm actually repping the two
fucking
games I've been playing
hipster.
nonstop.
bitch.
But we'll get to that. So
Modern Jacket for a reason.
no.
Uh,
Modern Warfare is a blast. I am having a lot of fun. The reason I'm playing it and having fun, you can get the not exact same experience with Destiny, but I mean picture running Crucible constantly, but like I'm more or less getting this so that way my coworkers that have a PlayStation 4 and Xbox and stuff like that want to play, I have something we can play
Gotcha.
together.
It's the same thing.
is it cross-platform?
Yeah.
100% full cross-platform.
That's
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
It's not PS4 because
No, it is
kidding.
cross-platform.
I have a bunch of people badgering me to get it.
I know you're boycotting it.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, I remember your reason.
That
I kind of agree.
and also for me, you know,
I kind of agree with you. I'm not gonna lie. Like
it's Call of Duty, it's Modern Warfare. They've introduced, you know, like the mounting system and some stuff. It's a little bit more realistic. Like
who is shaking the table?
like
Oh, my bad.
TTK is
I was like,
lower,
no,
all
it's
that kind of stuff. But
I was shaking this leg. This leg was up against the leg of the thing.
Gotcha.
So while
I was like,
doing
everyone's
that-
sitting still, and the whole table's going like this. I'm sorry.
You're
continue.
at the end of the day, I'll buy it when it goes on sale because I want to play the campaign. I want to see Captain Price. I want to play through
I
all
was
that.
gonna say
Now, who's Captain Price? We have an
He's
action
from-
figure from him. So has he
he-
been on all the games?
in the Modern Warfare games.
Modern
yeah,
Warfare.
correct.
Yes. Yes.
Well, and wasn't he in the original like Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty 3? Wasn't he like a side character in any of those?
No,
He was main-
there's
he was
there's
main.
no way.
He was
Okay.
main
That
character.
doesn't even make sense because the Call of Duty, those are like old. Those
That
are
was
like
World War II.
World War II.
Oh,
I don't
The
know,
original
there was
Call
a
of
guy-
Duties were World
There was
War.
a guy
Yeah.
from World at War that's in Black Ops.
Because it's the same time period. That's
that's-
Reznov.
Oh, is
That's
it?
different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's during Vietnam.
Price was
fucking
Price is
Gary
the guy
Oldman.
at the beginning of Modern Warfare when you're doing the
I've
mission
never
on the
played
ship. When you do that first cargo mission, he's the guy with the big ass fucking cigar. He is
You
a
ever played the first Modern Warfare campaign?
I've never
Call
played
of
any.
Duty 4.
The only Call of Duty
Modern
game that I have played the storyline for was I played and beat Black Ops, and
decent.
I think maybe Black Ops 2, but that's it.
Eh.
I don't know. So
Yeah.
I don't think I finished Black Ops 2. No,
2's
no,
alright.
I know I didn't finish Black Ops 2. Ask me what platform I got it on.
what platform did you get
Wii U, cause why not?
it? But
makes
no,
sense.
I'll play it for the campaign when it goes on sale. But I'm not gonna pay $60 for a incomplete game for my platform, and I'm not gonna pay.
That's fucking bullshit.
I'm not gonna pay $60 for basically, like Nick said,
You don't care, do you?
basically the same experience I can.
Well, because
get
he
in-
has it on PS4.
Well, here's the thing.
the
And
same
then he bought it on
experience
PC.
I can get on
Or he's buying
Destiny.
it on PC.
If I want to play that first-person shooter, rapid,
Destiny
PvP,
scratching that itch for you right
Destiny can scratch that itch. I don't need to spend $60 on a Call of Duty game that realistically is the same thing. There's no real end progression for it. It's just okay, level all the way up, prestige. Level all the way up, prestige.
So the leveling up system is actually different in this one. You don't actually prestige and drop back down to 1. When you hit 55, you start the seasonal leveling. And then at the end of the season, it drops you back down to 55, and then you start the new season leveling. So you don't have the. I'm just saying for the perspective of like. Also, the pre-order bonus is the most broken fucking gun in that entire fucking game.
I don't agree with that.
Oh really?
I don't agree with that.
Oh really? Is it changed again?
No, it's just it's good, but
It ain't reckless.
it doesn't.
It's
There
also
ain't, there ain't nothing like Recluse.
It's also the-
I have to ask you too about Recluse, by the way. I have a favor to ask. But...
it's also one of those where it's insane to me that they give a pre-order bonus that is so you can have access to it as soon as you hit the ability to modify loadouts. So at level 4, if you pre-ordered the game, you have the gun right off the bat.
Mhm.
You don't unlock the M4 till level 8,
Eight or
Something
nine.
like that.
something
Eight
like
or
that. Yeah. So you don't unlock it till then. Then you have to get the gun level to like mid 50s before you unlock all of the attachments that are on the pre-order bonus gun. So from that perspective is what I mean. Like it's broken as fuck.
Broken.
A level 4 character shouldn't have access to a
You don't.
huh? Yeah.
I don't understand what you're saying there.
So
The
if you
pre-order
if,
bonus
if,
gun.
if you pre-ordered the game
Yeah, I get that.
at level 4, you can say I want the XWK
But then you have to level all the
M4.
way up to 50.
No,
And
No.
then
it comes with all the
You
attachments.
get all of the
unlocked.
attachments that another person that didn't pre-order the game would have to unlock the gun at level
I
8
thought you were saying
and
the
use
gun
the gun.
slowly unlocks. That would have
No.
made more sense.
No.
That's
No.
fucked up. That's not fair.
Yeah, that was my point mostly.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but it's
Shane's
not.
like,
fantastic.
I
if you're a
will
good
say-
player, you don't need to worry.
I
about
will
it.
say with the right attachments, the AUG is disgusting too.
It can be, yes.
Yeah.
But to something I wanted to bring up about that. So I played the exclusive survival mode. It's not worth getting upset over. It's not very good.
But it's just the fact of why did he pay the same price for what you paid for this? No, I mean, I
That-
see where
That's
you're
my
coming
thing.
from.
I'm not a fan of the whole, especially considering they waited so long into the hype cycle for the game to just try and sneak it in. Like, oh yeah, by the way, PS4 gets this exclusive mode for a year. If it had been one of those things where back when the game first started becoming pre-orderable, and it was like, oh hey, yeah, pre-order this on PS4 and you get this game mode exclusive for a year, that would have been something different. But the fact that they waited until almost a month before the game comes out to try and sneak
I
it
don't
in
know.
there,
Even if they did, even if they announced it a year in advance,
It's-
I'd still be like bullshit.
Well, here's,
it's
Why
here's
am
the
I
thing.
paying the
I
same
don't-
price you're paying, but you're getting more than I'm getting?
All right.
that's my
so
thing.
here's-
That's my thing.
Here's
Even
the
if
thing.
it is, even if you're not like,
If let's say for the flip side, and Microsoft had the pre-order bonus, right?
I hate it when Microsoft.
Well,
did
well, no,
it.
no. What my point is, Sony. And I'm not saying it's correct, but honestly, what they did makes the most sense out of anything they could have done. And I'll tell you why. So, Sony paid a ton of money to Activision. Like, okay, we want exclusive content because we want people to see Call of Duty as esports. This is this platform to play this game on.
And this was years ago.
Years ago.
Okay.
So they're still in contract.
Still get that.
Okay,
and-
I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm done. Let me finish. So, okay, this game, first time Call of Duty's been cross-platform, correct? Okay. Guess how many more people would have been pissed if you gave them exclusive guns,
Oh yeah.
maps, any other kind of actual competitive advantage.
Mhm.
So it's like, okay, well, we can't do that because we can't have PS4 people having a gun that somebody else doesn't have, and we can't split the player base by giving them maps early. Okay, well, that's traditionally what they've done is they've given whoever paid the most money got the maps 30 days early, right?
Mhm.
Since 360, Microsoft had that thing.
Yeah.
Well, they can't do that because that would split their player base. So they're like, okay, what can we do? Well, we can't make it the campaign. Like everybody would freak out about that. So they have Spec Ops mode. That's the bonus mode. Well, we can't make it a whole entire bonus mode because that's a whole section of the screen that you can click on at the beginning. So that can't be it. So what can we do for content for Sony where it's not going to piss as many people off, but it can still give them their, because they gave us money kind of thing and to advertise for Call of Duty. So they added a survival mode that's very glitchy and doesn't work very well, honestly. It's really not that fantastic. It's okay, but I honestly, if it wasn't there, I wouldn't have even clicked on. I wouldn't care to click on it, really.
Okay. So
And I said, it's not because it has it on PlayStation, but this is the only thing that makes sense to give them something exclusive, so it's not an unfair advantage to one.
So let's go back to that exclusivity deal. Okay.
Okay.
How about instead of only caring about the fucking money, you care about the players and stop going through and saying, oh, well, this guy's going to give me $50 million if I go through and sell only the him.
Joe, let's say I promise to give you stuff over the course of the next 10 years, okay?
Okay.
And at 7 years, I'm like, actually, you gave me money for 10 years, but I'm only going to do it for 7 now
I'm
because
saying go back to the beginning and never have done the fucking deal to begin with.
in the first
so
place,
that everybody goes through and can have the same fucking.
Good luck.
I understand that, but I'm just
Right,
saying
but
I'm tired of an.
I'm not saying I agree with it.
I know, but I'm tired of an industry that only gives a fuck about the money.
Yeah.
They don't
Look at-
care
look
about
at
the
what-
player. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. You guys have been playing. Since
actually, they do give a
you've
fuck
been
about me because
fucking
I
playing Call of Duty since the
I
beginning.
bought it. He got his for free, so they don't give a fuck about it. But they give a fuck about me because I
No.
paid for it.
No, did you buy it on PS4?
No.
They don't give a fuck about you.
No.
No, because you didn't buy it on the platform that's giving them the $1 billion to give them exclusive stuff.
But I
They
still
don't
bought
give a
their game.
fuck,
I
okay?
think
They don't care about you.
But do you at least see what I'm saying about? As
I
far
see
as-
what you're saying as far as, okay, this
that was
deal
the best
already made.
compromise. They
This-
could come
this-
up
it
with.
was.
this-
It was.
this is
It
what
was
I'll
the
say.
lesser of all evils.
This is what I'll say. The deal itself, most likely, understanding the way the business world works, was a bunch of suits that made a deal.
Yes.
Then tell a developer, hey, guess what I just did? And the developer was like, the fuck am I supposed to do with that? So this is the best case scenario.
Mhm.
I agree with that. I'm just saying the fucking suit shouldn't have been fucking making deals like that because I'm so tired of exclusivity deals.
Mhm.
I'm saying all exclusivity deals are stupid. I do
that's the
agree with
same-
you,
the
though.
same
But
thought.
now
the developer doesn't
we're
have a choice of that
Correct.
because it was who made this one?
Activision and
No.
Infinity Ward.
Infinity Ward.
Yeah.
Infinity Ward doesn't have a fucking choice.
Activision.
No, but my point is, no one in Infinity War was in the room
Oh,
when the
yeah.
Sony
Yeah.
Activision deal happened. I
Right.
guarantee you, no one was asked, "Hey guys, we're thinking about doing this deal with Sony. What's your opinion?"
No.
Yeah.
It was, "Hey, guess what? I just made $1 billion. Go fuck yourself. You're gonna do what I tell you because I made $1 billion. I'm not sharing that money with any of you people, or
Yeah.
giving it back to the player. Or
But I
anything,
will say,
but guess
it's-
what I just did?
It's nice
I
to
have a
see
yacht.
that we're actually moving away from exclusivity deals.
We are getting there.
It's just this is
It's
they're
a remnant
still
of an
under
old
contract.
deal. Yeah. But it's
It's-
still just the fact
so-
that I've always hated.
But
it.
a
And
lot
I'll
of
tell you,
stuff like we're getting, and by me saying we're getting rid of exclusivity deals, we still have obviously all of the Epic versus Steam
Mhm.
shenanigans.
Yeah.
But
We don't talk about that.
Called.
my entire
Should you call?
shenanigans. Sound like Shannon against. No. My whole thing though is I'm seriously at a point where I could give a fuck less. Like PlayStation have Halo. I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of all exclusives. Play on whatever fucking system you want to play on.
I think that
I'm-
I think that when it comes to first party stuff, exclusives are allowed. If
Okay,
Mi-
so
if
then why
Mi-
is
if
Outer
Microsoft
Worlds on multiple systems.
okay. So, but that was Outer Worlds was out, promised, everybody knew it was coming, and then Microsoft
I hadn't
bought
even
the developer.
Heard of Outer Worlds before they
Oh, it
announced
was-
Obsidian.
3 years ago.
I
3
mean,
years
Yeah,
ago.
it's been a
at
while.
I have not
E3?
heard about
it had already
until
been
this E3.
announced, and then Microsoft acquired Obsidian, so that's
Yeah.
why. But I think it's okay for first party stuff if you are a creator of hardware and you also have a software development side that is creating software for said hardware that you produce. I think it's reasonable for you to say, yeah, the stuff that the software guys produce is only available on my hardware.
See,
I don't think that'd be worth it to go out and shop it out to the competitors of hardware. But when it comes to Activision, does Activision have their own console?
No, but the
No.
problem is, you
So
know what's gonna
why
happen
should
then when
they
you
be-
say that?
What?
You're gonna say that, and then Sony's gonna be like, "Oh, okay, well, if that's the case, I just have to own Activision to go through and get exclusive deals. Okay, so I'll just buy it." So then we're literally going to have Microsoft and Sony, no one else. Everybody's just under the bridge of, and then Disney will buy both of them. So then we just have Disney.
Wouldn't be surprised.
I love
The
Disney
mouse
so much,
always
though.
gets his money.
I love
The
that
mouse
though.
always gets his
That
money.
mouse can have all my money.
So it was announced at the Game Awards in 2018
I've
in
never watched the
December.
Game Awards. That's why. In 2018.
The Game Awards 2018 in December and was released for Microsoft Windows and PS4 October 25th of 2019.
Okay.
But the game had been in development since May of
Yes.
2016. As soon as they announced that it was out, Microsoft was in the process of currently acquiring them.
Okay, but so my question is, so it may have been in development for 3 years, which still matches your story, but you had not heard about this game for 3 years. You guys found out when I did in December.
Or no,
We all
sorry.
found out 9 months ago.
Sorry. December 2017 is when they announced the game. It had its first trailer at Game Awards
So 2
2018.
years. 2
So
years instead of 3 years.
so December of 2017 was when it was first announced.
Does that even count anymore, though?
What, like not having a trailer, but the game is announced?
How many times do we get, hey guys, we're working on a game, and then like 18 years later, they're like, we scrapped that whole game, and now we're a battle royale.
Project Titan. Project Titan
Which project?
from Blizzard.
Oh,
the
yeah,
remnants of which became
guys,
Overwatch.
Guys, we got this new game. Oh, we
God.
We
scrapped
got
it,
this
but
new
we
MMO.
scrapped it and made the lead character a hamster. Did you guys see what they're doing with Overwatch, apparently?
Overwatch 2.
Overwatch 2, and apparently it's going to be it will have I need to respecify, a campaign. I'm
Which
okay with that too.
I'm okay with
I
that
don't know.
too.
I
I'm
am,
okay with
but
that.
I'm so like I'm fucking Blizzard's done fucked up. But at the same time, I
Oh
still,
my god! But at the same
I love
time,
their
the
games so much.
leaked art showing Bolvar in a cinematic. As much as I want to hate on Blizzard, if it comes
Listen, I
true,
can
if
buy
it
the
comes
game
true,
with
and
the
my
company.
boy is back, I will not be able to shovel money at them fast enough. Bolvar, the new Lich King.
When Arthas dies, somebody has to take over as Lich King.
So he's the
Someone
dead
has-
guy that's
someone
like,
has to wear-
I'll
so-
take it. And
so-
he like takes the helmet or whatever.
He
and
was-
he, like,
no, he was a-
sits
he
back
was
on
a
the throne or
paladin.
whatever.
He
No,
was a
isn't he
paladin.
dying?
He took the helmet because if there was not a Lich King, the Scourge and the Undead would run
Correct.
wild.
I remember that. But wasn't he also dying in that? He was like, I'm gonna sacrifice myself. Maybe he wasn't dying.
He took it that way.
So I remember- I've
Tyrion
seen that
Fordring
cutscene.
didn't have to.
I've seen that cutscene.
He
Because
took it and sat down and then
Nick and
got
I beat
frozen
the
into
Lich
the.
King, and I was like, "Was that it?" Nick was like, "Oh yeah, this is really easy when you're level 120."
Yeah.
But no. There've been. Are
We
we?
just walked in. We didn't even like.
Can we? Are we?
Nobody
Are we
likes
pivoting
those.
to this now?
No.
Because BlizzCon is this weekend.
Yeah. We
We're not.
started with this. That's
No,
fine.
we're not.
Okay. If this turns out to be the next expansion, which it wouldn't surprise me because
Are we really doing this?
Have-
That we're just going back and it's like, okay, we're starting.
have you guys seen? Have you guys seen the memes though? Of it's like the fire hose box and it's like a picture and it shows Blizzard headquarters and then inside it's like the firebox and inside of it it's a box art for Wrath of the Lich King 2.0 and the top of it says in case of emergency break glass and
But I mean, that's
right
basically
now,
what they did.
If you
Wasn't,
want to get your money,
wasn't Legion basically just fucking
Burning Crusade.
Yeah,
Burning
Burning
Crusade
Crusade. It's like,
2.0.
oh hey, we don't have any ideas, so let's just recycle. And then while we're recycling, let's recycle the recycle and relaunch the remake so that we can go through and do the remake, and then we can launch Burning Crusade when we launch Wrath of the Lich King 2.
but is it a remake or a reboot?
Reboot because they've changed just enough to make you fucking hate it. And then you add youth and diversity.
I think it's going to
That's a
be
great movie.
the
Really good
unfortunate
movie.
part is leading up to these leaks coming out, like for the box, not the box art, but the fine art prints and the Overwatch 2 and all this stuff leading up to it. I had no interest in BlizzCon. I've been a person that watches BlizzCon every year for the past like 6
You
years.
pay for it or
Yeah. Virtual ticket.
How
I
much
had
was that?
$40.
Yeah, it's
$40
not bad.
bucks.
It's usually $40, or they'll have like some kind of big collector's edition where it's like $60 and you get like some extra. No.
It's
The
always-
virtual ticket always
last
comes
year-
with the mount.
Last year was the first
yeah,
time that they
yeah.
ever did a bundle where you could get the virtual ticket and Warcraft 3 Reforged.
That's what it is.
Typically,
there's
it's
a game mixed
it's
with it too.
$40, and you get you would
No.
get like a month of game time. You would get a mount, you get a pet, you get a bunch of in-game collectibles for not only World of Warcraft but Hearthstone, Overwatch,
Diablo,
StarCraft, all of it. And so it was for me $40 to watch content from one of the game developers that I love. Yeah, well, Blink, Ozzy, Tenacious D,
The Tenacious D concert was damn
Cage
good.
the Elephant. I
Cage
mean,
the Elephant.
They've
put
had
on
some
their show,
really
too.
good names
Really
as
have.
their closing ceremonies.
Random.
But
I didn't know
up
that was
until
them.
these leaks, I had no interest in it, and now
Now you're just overhyped.
now that I've seen it, I'm like, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can
here's
pass
my
up
thing.
on it.
And the thing that got my interest though was, again, it's one of those where I'm like,
I forget that Ozzy played well.
I'm kind of
He was
not.
in the commercials with Mr. T. I'm talking about T. Mr. T.
Not Elf Mohawk.
It's Dr. Teeth. That's what you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Sorry. But no, it's one of those where I really wasn't that excited, and then I hear rumors of a Diablo 4.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
and I was
sorry.
like,
Hold on.
yeah.
Hold on before everyone gets excited. I want to call this right fucking now.
It's gonna be a mobile game.
No.
It's gonna be a PC counterpart.
It's literally
to
just Diablo
Immortal.
Immortal and the fucking French company that's covered in a magazine of a review of the artwork that they saw on it is just calling it Diablo 4 because they don't know the fucking name of it. It was literally some like French magazine had a review of an art book and said, "Oh, it has a beautiful art from Diablo 4," and everyone was like, "Diablo 4!" I guarantee you, it's artwork from Diablo Immortal that hasn't launched yet,
That
and they're
could
just
be.
like, "Oh, hey, it's Diablo." That's
Well, better be
Diablo 4.
I think
If it is Diablo 4, I'll fucking jizz on camera
I think-
right now on this podcast.
I
but
think
please
that
don't.
I agree with Joe on this one.
Just pull a Robert Pattinson. Have your little thing.
I think too many people
Or
are
you can
getting
just have
excited
Willem
about
Dafoe
Diablo
bugging,
4
jerking off onto
without
evil.
anything concrete.
Sorry,
People
Dad.
getting
Dude,
excited about the whole Lich King thing. they have concrete evidence because Blizzard posted the fine art prints to the Gear
Correct.
store and then removed them.
Correct.
So something like that, I think people are
That's official.
reasonably
or seems
hyped about.
official.
The Overwatch 2 leaks, some people are posting some possible things that could disprove them. Like some of the artwork seem like
Thank you, Tyler. That was
some of the
amazing.
artwork on it is like fan made. It's not like official artwork. So there's some rumor that it could possibly be fake. But at the same time, one of the biggest rumors I saw was after the most recent cinematic where Sylvanas did her whole, the Horde is nothing thing and escaped. Possibly she's going to Icecrown Citadel to use that as a place of power to get into the Shadowlands. And Bolvar does not like Sylvanas after she started abusing the Valkyr to create new life, which he says upsets the balance of life and death. So I'm just really excited because, fingers crossed, she's going to show up on the top of the Icecrown Citadel, and Daddy Bolvar is going to step up and be like, no.
I haven't
No,
understood
you
a
ain't.
word you said since Overwatch 2.
That's totally fine.
I heard Sylvanas.
Totally fine.
That's my girl.
But if we get to see Bolvar, okay, if we get to see the Lich King fight in a cinematic, the way we've gotten to see like Sylvanas fight in a cinematic the past couple times,
Have you not seen that? Have we not seen that before? Is what I'm asking.
we've not seen the Lich King fight.
We've not seen
We've never
Bulbasaur
seen-
fight.
No,
Or we've
the Lich
not
King.
seen-
The Lich King has not been in combat inside of a cinematic in the game's history. He's been in the cinematics with the beginning of Wrath of the Lich King, but Sylvanas in the past 2 or
I thought
3,
he was in a battle and you kill him, and then you like go through.
Wrathgate is not a cinematic. Wrathgate is an in-game cutscene.
No, I
Oh, I get what you're saying. You're talking like the movie
The
quality
movie
cinematic.
cinematics.
I got you now. Okay.
There's
I
no
was talking cutscenes.
cinematic where the Lich King actually gets into combat with someone.
He's talking the full on
Right.
like 10 minutes.
isn't
CGI,
there
like-
one in Frozen Throne?
No, Frozen. They weren't even doing these kinds of cinematics back then.
Yeah, they were.
They were doing
Not like this.
Well, Diablo 2 had fucking
no,
over
they
the
were
top,
doing high quality
like
cinematics.
this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have not seen that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It was obviously
These things look
not
like
as high
$50
quality.
million.
Like, all the
short
times
films.
all the times
I'll show you what I'm talking about.
all the times we've seen the Lich King, he's been just walking on ice and stabbing ice, and that's it. Every time we've
I'm
seen,
going fishing.
and then we see him in
Ice
the
fishing.
in-game cutscenes, and
Dread.
all of his
Not you, not
abilities
you.
and his techniques for fighting have to use player animations. They have to use pre-built animations that are built for the models. Same thing with
What was
Sylvanas,
this?
leading up
I thought it
until
was a crack. I was like, what the fuck you
leading up until this expansion, where now we've seen Sylvanas actually use her Banshee powers in the cinematics, and they're fully animated the way they should be. They look super fucking cool.
This is the WoW movie we always wanted.
And then if we can get a
I like
cinematic
the
where
one.
Bolvar actually
Or
steps
Warcraft.
up and fights, and we see him using his Frostmourne hammer and swinging it around with undeath and necrotic energies, but then the fact that the art print shows blue eyes instead of
Red Eyes, Black Dragon.
his normal orange eyes, which means that if he has blue eyes,
Yu-Gi-Oh crossover.
that means
Magician.
Ner'zhul is probably in charge.
Who?
Ner'zhul, who is
What the fuck?
Ner'zhul is the
Who's
orc
that?
warlock that initially created the Lich King. Sorry,
No, you are fine.
Deep lore.
I need to get caught up.
deep lore.
I literally
is
at one
true.
point bought a fucking. Did I buy it?
I have all 3 of the Chronicles if you're
I
going
was
to
gonna
see
say I literally just went through and started fucking reading page 1, and I was like, I know this lore pretty well, and I have forgotten it all. I
was gonna
stopped
say,
studying.
But
I stopped studying after the
imagine-
final, and I forgot all the.
Let's just take a step back and imagine if we bring one of the most powerful paladins of the light into connection with Ner'zhul, one of the most powerful dark forces. And if Bolvar and Ner'zhul are able to share the body and work together, as opposed to Ner'zhul taking over like he did with Arthas, imagine how powerful of an ally that would be.
for Sylvanas to take out the Alliance. I'm just kidding.
And that's the other rumor, is that Sylvanas isn't trying to get to the Shadowlands, that Sylvanas is going to go and kill the Lich King, and we are not going to have Wrath of the Lich King, we are going to have Wrath of the Lich Queen. Sylvanas
I
is
would
going to-
play the fuck out of that.
Sylvanas is going to take over the Iron Throne. Jesus.
Frozen Throne.
The Frozen Throne, put the helmet on, the Helm of Dominion. She's going to take control of the hordes of undeath, and she is going
She
to
gonna
wash
smash-
over
she gonna kill him.
Azeroth and kill everyone.
I hope that happens, and then we just reboot.
Either way, if it's a Wrath of the Lich King reboot or something to do with Wrath of the Lich King, I need to find a efficient way to throw my money at Blizzard. As much as I hate them right
I
now.
hope this is what
Speaking
I
of-
want.
speaking of-
This is what I want. Sylvanas shows up. What is it called? Ice Crown Citadel? Sylvanas shows up. And what's the guy's name? Bulbasaur?
What is Bolvar?
Bolvar. She's like, Bolvar! And he like comes crashing and the thing pops open, okay?
I'm just seeing the Eric Andre. Let me in.
But the door swings open. A fog rolls out over the ice as the cold air comes in. And it's the Lich King as Mel Gibson going, ew, twist my nipple!
And that's the end of the World of Warcraft. There's no new expansion announcements this year. It's just, hey, by the way, we're shutting the game down.
Hey, we're pulling
Mel
a
Gibson-
Fortnite.
The
We're
only
just
way
gonna
to
end
defeat
the
it was
game
with the
for
Sword of
today.
1,000 Druids.
Yeah. Stab!
Okay, now how do I give this to you?
Now what do I do?
I will say, speaking of throwing your money at people, so Star Citizen has a
Free week.
free week.
Haven't downloaded it yet. I need to, even though it expires in like 3
I was
days.
gonna
Yeah.
say, it's not even that, is it? I thought it was on the first.
It might be.
Yeah.
I think we only have like 2
Might-
days left.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, are we going into this now?
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going for
I
it.
guess we're going into Destiny now. All right, so we got our Moments of Triumph t-shirts.
So basically, what you're telling me is you guys are such pussies. You have to show off. Look how good I am. I made the varsity football team, and I've got a letter jacket.
Hey, by the way,
Yeah, I see your Letterman jacket.
it's got my name on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
You spelled it wrong.
Fuck off. No, they didn't.
He seems so insecure when he
Fuck
said
off.
that. He's like,
Fuck off.
Fuck off. I did.
Fuck off! I like guns.
Wait, did he?
Fuck off. I like guns. Let me see yours.
Yeah.
Can't help but notice they spelled your name right. Why can't you ever spell my name right?
Yeah.
On my business cards.
Although you got all of it, so you
Yeah.
actually have the title and everything.
Yes.
Fucking
Wait,
asshole.
what do you mean the title?
So
No,
you
so-
had to get 15 triumphs to get the code to get the shirt.
Okay.
If you got 24, all 24 of the triumphs,
I
you
got
got
18.
title.
What I'm saying is I
in-game.
don't see the difference.
No. So,
Oh, in the
So
game.
in game,
MMXIX
running
is under my
around,
name.
yeah.
Oh,
So
I was wondering what the fuck
That's
that meant.
that's this.
he got all of the triumphs for that. I only got.
I could
some
do
of
it. I
the
just don't
triumphs.
want. So if are we talking Destiny?
I like how just nonchalant you were. I could have got it, but I didn't. But I didn't want to.
How much am I gonna have to pay you people to fucking walk me through this fucking?
I knew this
Triumph.
was the question he was
Reckless.
gonna ask. He's like, how? Okay,
I just want this gun so bad. I'll pay you people to walk me through it.
bro. I was walking through people with it earlier. It was bad.
I want it
Of
so
course you would.
bad. I played a really great game of survival. Can I talk about this?
You need basically what
Sure.
you need to do is you need to stop playing solo. You need to
Mm.
queue with people.
Yeah, you people, the good players.
When we ask what you guys want to do, you need to say, hey, let's play survival.
I normally
What-
do that, and everyone's like, "Well, hold
what's
on, I gotta do
survival?
strikes for."
So they got rid of competitive and just took one of the game types from competitive, which is survival, and put it in. So
3v3, 6
yeah.
lives. 3v3, 6 respawns each team. First team to run out of respawns and die loses. Is it 4?
Yeah.
Oh, 4.
You have 4
respawns.
lives. Once you run out of lives, dead's dead.
You did.
No, what I was
Uh,
gonna say though is I'm normally
four
like, hey,
stock. That's what I was trying to think of. It's a 3v3 4 stock.
I'm like, hey, let's do survival, and everyone's like, awesome. I just gotta finish these few things real quick, and then we do like 8 like strikes, and then okay, well let's go and play some Gambit real quick. Oh, cool. Well, we're all done. We got what we needed for the night, Joe. And then everybody gets off, and then I'm going, oh, I guess I'm by myself. I'm gonna do some solo, and then I just get raped for an hour, and then
Well, that's not solo then.
Hold on. But just like the girl on I Spit on Your Grave, I didn't learn my lesson, so I go back a second time.
Oh my god.
Had a bad joke to make.
I didn't catch that. It's probably a good thing.
Bro, it's from a movie. You've probably not
I've
seen
heard
it.
of it. I don't know.
Yeah, go for it. That's why I brought a whole.
No.
I didn't bring it down the whole 6-pack for me.
I didn't know,
Lame.
man.
No, but
Better.
in all seriousness, I played a really cool game of survival that is really funny, and I want to talk about it. So, first 3 games, we just completely get wrecked. So
Get
we're 0-3. 4 wins.
Is it rounds?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to
First
play
of
the
who?
first of 4.
First
Does
of
not
four
matter.
wins.
Like,
First 4 wins?
yeah.
Yeah.
If it goes 3-3, you're playing 7 games.
Okay.
Like there
So
is no like,
it's
oh
a best
hey,
of 7.
you won 3. We're just gonna call it you win.
Okay.
So, we're playing the game, and the fucking other team is not even really playing. Like they're just going in, grabbing. I mean, technically, yes, that is a strategy, but I think it's a shit strategy. They're running in, grabbing heavy ammo, and using Hammerhead to just fucking wipe everyone out.
Yeah.
So,
GG's.
the guy I was playing with went in and was like, okay, you guys want to play this fucking game? I have Hammerhead too. So we all just ran in and would take it and just kept fucking, and then like the other team was getting pissed off and like could only kill us if they used supers, and he was like, yeah, it's not very fucking good, is it? We came back and won 4-3.
What are you doing?
And that is,
We'll just let it go.
that's what Robert
So-
Pattinson did in The Lighthouse.
By the way, the movie we keep referencing, we just saw a movie with Robert
Is this the
Pattinson.
lighthouse?
Here.
Yeah, and there's 4 different scenes where it's just him furiously masturbating.
There's
in front of-
3 scenes. No, there's 2 scenes where he's furiously masturbating. One where he's fucking a mermaid, and another one where he's standing underneath the guy who's standing above him on some grating, jerking off, and then the cum shoots through the grating,
and he
almost
has to
hits him in the
sidestep
face.
it to dodge the.
I saw this with my dad, by the way. It was awkward.
This sounds like a terrible movie.
I'm glad I never watched
hold
this
on.
movie.
Hold on. It's an hour and 45 minute
It's very
movie.
artistic.
That's about 15 minutes of it.
It's
The other
it's
hour and 30
autistic?
minutes is brilliant.
That too.
I was gonna say I did not hear artistic. I heard autistic. So
No, the actual film itself is brilliant.
It is actually really well done. So
But
So-
why does it have to?
So the
So the whole
problem
point-
is we're making jokes. We're saying all of this, and yeah, you're watching the scene and you're like, it's kind of disgusting. However, in the context of the film, with what it is, it makes sense in the film.
So something happened, and it's troubling this guy because he did something in his past that he regrets. To prove how deep it's sinking into like his mental state, he can't even concentrate to masturbate because he's thinking about doing this thing in his past while he's trying to get off. So it's more or less showing that while he's trying to get
The
off,
one
and
thing that you
forget
should be
about the
going
one
through
thing.
and easily be able to, okay, I'm not
I'm,
gonna.
I'm thinking about sex. Done. He can't even finish
think about it
because
he's
haunted by his
too.
exactly.
So
Which
it makes sense in the film. Again, I'm not saying
Yes.
you're gonna watch the film and you're gonna jerk off to it,
yeah, you're
my
not gonna
point
be
is-
you're not gonna be watching this movie just so
You're
you can
gonna
see
watch
Robert
the movie.
Pattinson masturbate.
but
But
you're gonna watch the movie and be like,
You
okay,
might.
I guess it makes sense.
no, so he's shaking it because so this is the artisanal blend, so it actually does have chunks of
See
apple
this?
in it, which is
Huh?
the stuff on the bottom.
Oh,
So
do I
so
want to do that?
You went
so
like-
I forgot to do it before I opened it. So did you guys?
What do I do?
Just turn it upside down, shake it up a little bit, and then. But be very careful
because
because
if you shoot on my face,
be very careful. No, oh,
oh god, I thought
No, that's fine.
I thought we were gonna see it.
and we need 2 new mics.
yeah, no.
I don't even have a mic.
Seriously though, when are we doing this?
When are we doing what? Recluse carry?
I want this gun.
I mean, for
I also have no
$150,
good
you
guns.
can just pay Legion Farm or what the fuck ever to do. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know who that is, and that sounds like it's gonna get me banned.
Could.
I'll just pay him $150 and have him come over to my house.
I mean,
He's like $150.
This is-
Yeah,
this is what's made
give
me
me the
mad,
time.
though. This is what's made me mad. I do feel like I have made it as far as I can make it myself. I am on Mythic 1.
mythic one?
Mythic 1. There you go.
What number?
He's at
What number?
800
Mystic 1.
Mythic
Mi-
one.
Mythic. Sorry, Mythic 1.
Mythic.
2, 3,
Okay, I was
and
like
then-
Mystic. What the fuck is
I
Mystic?
keep saying Mystic because it's fucking Pokemon.
I thought Mythic was above Fabled.
No. So it is Guardian. Brave.
Heroic.
Oh, is it Heroic? Maybe that's what I'm on. I'm on the 3rd one, whatever the fuck the 3rd one is.
Should
so
be Guardian,
basically,
Brave, Heroic.
Guardian, Brave, Heroic, Fabled, Mythic.
That's
Retro.
why I
okay,
was so
sorry.
confused because I was like,
So he's
Mythic
on
should be-
Heroic one.
So I'm on Heroic 1. Yeah, he's like, you already have Recluse.
Yeah.
No,
What
I'm
what
on-
number range is that?
I'm at like 800 and something.
Okay, so you're a third of the way.
So I need to make it to. I'm almost half.
What are you trying to do?
So once you hit
2100.
2100, so it.
What are you doing?
But hold on. So when you
Survival.
go through and when you do survival, you beat the game. Okay, just like any competitive game, it will go through and tell you, okay, you won the game, so we're gonna give you 100 points or what? On Halo it was rec points. Was it rec points? Anyway, long story short, you level up. So it tells you once you gain so much experience, you'll gain the next level. But if you lose a game, you're also going to lose experience, but you can't lose a level.
So it's competitive matchmaking.
So once I hit
Ranked ladder.
2100,
Yeah.
it unlocks the gun, the Recluse. That game is fucking incredible. Gun is fucking incredible. And
It's
basically
super broken.
broken as fuck, and I'm great at cheating. So I want this gun.
Why don't
Basically,
you
I
play
was-
Destiny 2 with us?
All I know is I was playing.
Festival of the Lost is going on right now. You
Yes,
can
and
play
it's
with us.
so
Do you own it?
good.
Not the Shadowkeep.
He does
Is
that
that all
shit.
you don't own?
Everything about
So
everything
say-
about
well, I was just saying,
Festival
if
of
you
the
didn't know it at all, I was
Lost.
gonna say it's free right now.
Right, but
For-
what I'm saying is like you have access to everything.
I want the
uh,
fucking Sparrow.
The only thing you don't have access to
That's all I want.
is going to be Shadowkeep
Everything else would
Vex
be nice.
Offensive,
I just want the
and
fucking.
any of the
see it?
new raid
I haven't
content.
actually even seen like.
Everything else you'll have access to and still be able to play and everything. Like
Now,
like Festival of the Lost is
um,
free for everybody. Whether you have the season pass, whether you have Shadowkeep, anything.
Anti-barrier rounds is a
Well,
mod.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say,
put in
'cause I know
place.
what that is.
That's what I put in place.
Like my previous statement I
Is it
made
Masterwork or
before,
did you Masterwork it?
Comes Masterwork.
I
Is it the
haven't
pinnacle
played
weapon?
very many online competitive things. I've kind of taken a hiatus from it. So
I didn't until I started playing with them.
Then you can. There's so much stuff to do that's not competitive.
I don't know. Honestly I haven't turned my PC on for a little bit.
I think you would like the seasonal event, Festival of Lost. Number one, just the art style for it is really cool. It's
Is it the same as the last season of Lost?
very similar.
Okay.
Some
cool.
things have changed, but
Which that's another thing that pisses
That's
me off.
what's
Is
ridiculous about this gun.
I got the
Master of Arms.
No, well, Master of Arms and Feeding Frenzy.
Yeah.
So kills with this weapon include the reload speed for a short time, or increase reload time for a short time. And Master of Arms kills with any weapon improves this weapon's damage.
So if you have so this is your energy weapon. If you have a shotgun in your kinetic and you run around a corner and bam someone with the shotgun and flip to Recluse real quick, Recluse has Rampage basically.
The other question I was going to
What?
say is this is not heavy, right?
No, it's not even energy. It's primary.
That's what I thought. I want this gun.
It's primary.
It's so bad.
I mean, I went.
It doesn't take green ammo, but it goes in your second weapon slot. So it is energy. It's not special ammo.
That's what always throws me off, is because I feel like did they change that?
They
between
did
Destiny
change
1
that.
and Destiny 2?
They
That keeps throwing me off.
changed that with the first expansion for Destiny 2, wasn't it?
I'm sorry, they changed what?
I don't know if you even think
Where
I think it was
where
Destiny.
where
I think it
second
was
slot
Vanilla D2.
doesn't require special ammo.
No, that was
I
that
think
came
was
with
base.
D2.
Yeah,
came
that was
with
base
D2.
D2.
That was that was
Okay.
one of the major changes with D2. They changed it to where instead of it being kinetic energy heavy, it was kinetic weapons,
Yeah.
energy weapons,
Yeah.
heavy weapons, and then the ammo type was determined by the actual weapon.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's why you can have
because I'm used to
kinetic
but
weapons
I
with
thought that came
special
on the
ammo.
first
white,
update.
green.
No,
purple.
no,
Okay.
that was with base D2.
Okay.
That was with base D2.
Were there white items in Destiny 2?
Yeah.
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 God, that was so long ago.
You can go back and do if you
Because what is it? White, green,
white, green, blue,
Blue,
purple, yellow.
yellow.
Yeah.
You can do a
Someone said that the other
mission.
day. I was like, there weren't white items.
I
And they were
forget
like,
what
yeah, and I was
mission
like,
it is
no.
now. It's one of the new light missions. Like you guys remember when you first started up D2 after Shadowkeep came out, and you got like a bunch of those big quests. One of them was like go do all these destination quests, or raise
Yep.
your power level,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
get a
yeah.
priming group. There was one of them. I forget which one it was, but there was one of them that required you to go and
Oh, you're
do-
good.
It was something to do with Cade. It got you an exotic. It got you like Risk Runner, I think. But you went back to
Clearly didn't do that.
the old Cosmodrome from D1,
Really?
and you actually played.
Can you still
through
do
it.
this?
Yeah, it's still available.
Yeah. It's
go-
it's the first mission of D1.
Yeah.
Really?
No. Yes and no. The first mission of D1 where you actually do the mission where you get the whole Eyes Up Guardian.
I like
That- That
That
is if
thing
you
was-
are
that was a
a
good mission.
new player creating a new character.
that.
If you're a veteran player, you won't get that mission.
Oh, okay.
This mission was one that I want to say it's the one that like you have to raise your power level, and then you get an exotic Ingram, and then you have to, or no, you get a prime Ingram, and then you have to do something else. But you go to the Cosmodrome and you have to fight some enemies off, and you do some platforming. Sorry, Nick. And then you get an exotic Ingram from it.
I'm great at platforming until this motherfucker is like, oh, you think you're good? I'm gonna show you're not.
I like platforming.
Are we talking
I'm
about Mario?
You made me question my faith.
sorry.
Wait,
I like I like
I
it.
was so mad.
Whisper's really fun, and then we never
Outbreak
did.
perfected.
We never
yeah,
took
we
Gnarls through.
Yeah, we need to run Gnarls through real quick.
Gnarls
Barkley, yes.
No,
Dang.
Charles.
you were getting there, weren't you?
Charles, his
Man.
name is.
That was the one thing I was gonna be able to
Gnarls.
contribute to this conversation, and then I got shut down.
No, but you can go back, and when you are in that area, there's a walker, a fallen walker. If you kill it,
My grandma.
yeah. Uh-huh. If you kill her, you get a white weapon.
Well, yeah.
You get the Kvostov from D1.
Oh, nice.
The one that was like everyone loved, that was like a super good weapon, and it's a white weapon in D2. I think I actually have it in my vault now that I think about it.
Nice. I will say I have a lot of stuff in my vault that is nice.
Just a
Yeah.
basic white weapon.
What's gonna
Nothing,
be white?
nothing crazy. But it's a community loved weapon from D1,
I don't even remember.
which is basically just a M4. That's all it is.
Oh, no.
It's one of the first weapons you get in D1.
But anyway, hi Dakota. Thanks for watching.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
But
There's a
Yeah.
gun called Primus.
probably.
Primus rules. That's how Trey Parker says it.
Ghost Primus.
Oh, Ghost Primus. Yeah,
I'm just looking through guns that I don't own.
I was gonna say Primus sounds familiar, and then you said Ghost Primus. Yeah.
That was one of the things that my other friend was just like, dude, like you don't have any fucking guns. And I was like, yeah. And he was like, why are you fucking using a bow? And I was like, cause that's what I use. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Rig 69.
Damn right you are.
Nice.
Nice.
How do you see that in the app?
Just it's the landing screen for companion on the bottom left.
What the hell is 765?
I am
Type of
ranked.
ammo?
Where?
Oh,
No, that's not.
hey Tyler.
It's a scout rifle.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you get up that high?
Nick's been playing a lot.
when you got off, I jumped onto.
I mean, I'm level
to
22.
My hunter or whatever it was, and
I was
I
gonna
just
let it
started
go. I was gonna
rolling
let it
through,
go.
getting as many powerful gear as I could.
Kinda
Are you
mad.
are you really gonna let it go? It just seems like a waste. It just seems like a waste at that point.
I want Jade Rabbit. That's another one that's supposed to be broken. I want all the broken.
Jade Rabbit is actually really good if used right.
I just want all the broken guns.
That sounds like that would work very well.
I know, right?
God fucking damn it, Shannon.
I cannot
Is
find
that-
this
is
gun.
that
This other guy one. What is unknown?
What do you mean?
A lot of things.
Down in the bottom.
There's an unknown exotic.
I think that is that's under energy, right?
Yeah.
That's divinity. It's the
Oh,
it's
that's-
the raid weapon from Garden of Salvation.
Yep.
From the Shadowkeep.
That's what my manager was trying to get me to get.
I need to start that one. I just got the I got the quest to drop the starter for the quest for Deathbringer,
Nice.
the rocket launcher. So I have that quest line to do. But
Which, yeah, Deathbringer is fucking insane. I don't have it, but I have seen people use it, and I've just been like, damn.
it's dirty in Haunted Forest
No, I'm Dirty Dane.
for Festival of the Lost because the Seeker bolts go out and make it very nice.
I really want Leviathan Breath too. I didn't know
Okay,
that was
just for clarification. So Dakota's got a question, but I'm trying to clarify, figure out what this question is. So for conversation, have you ever felt nostalgic about an old school game you had to play it again? So I'm assuming you're saying, like, have we ever felt so nostalgic about an old school game that it kind of forced us to play it again? Or are you saying that we felt nostalgic about another game that we played again? I guess it would be the first one. 'cause
I'll
that
take
makes a lot
I'll
more
take
sense.
version 1 for me when Ratchet and Clank came out on
I
PS4.
never played it.
When it came out and I played through that and I loved everything about it, I actually texted my dad and was like, "Hey, do you still have my PS2 with all my games?"
And when he said no, you never saw him again.
Well, no, he did say yes. I haven't gone and gotten it yet, but it is one of the things that like I do.
Do you have
I
this
do-
thing? I need you to go find it. Jeez, it took me a whole day to find it, but I found it. Cool. Keep it there for 3 more years.
Pretty much. No, like playing that game really
he's
did
about
make
to
me
move into that
nostalgic
house
for
anyway.
that game series because that I love that game series
I
growing
always
up.
wanted to play it.
I love that Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter, Spyro,
Spyro.
all
Played
of the
Spyro.
all
Jersey
the Crash,
Devil.
all the Crash
Yeah.
Bandicoots.
Nobody else here has ever played Jersey Devil.
Love
Not like you, me, but I guarantee neither one
the
of
way
them.
you
Played.
said that was like I was
No.
trying to play the fuck out of it.
You responded, so I meant nobody else here has played. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with my all-time favorite, and I can't say all-time favorite, but old game at least. Banjo Kazooie. When they brought that back to the 360,
Yeah.
and then I brought it over to the Xbox One with Rare Replay.
My
That was like giving me my childhood back on a digital download.
there was one time I had hardcore nostalgia just for like old school games, and like I really, really, really wanted to play some stuff, but like there's no modern games that are really like it. So I reinstalled Dark Forces Jedi Knight and ran through Jedi Knight and Mysteries of the Sith.
I'm proud of you for that.
It's such a good fucking game.
I'm gonna let Shannon answer his real quick, and then I have another one to throw out.
So wait, what's the? I don't
okay,
fully understand the
Have
question.
you ever felt so nostalgic about an old school game that you ended up going back and replaying it?
Well, I tried to do that a few days ago.
Oh, with what?
And it sucked. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, you see,
What had happened was
What had happened
What
was.
happened was.
Well, no, because I'd been thinking about it for a long time. I was like, I want to play some like older RPGs that I haven't played forever. And I was like, man, I really want to. I was like, what did I play as a kid that I probably like didn't finish and I probably didn't understand fully? And I was like, I want to play Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. And so I bought it for the original Xbox One because it says backwards compatible. Well, me thinking backwards compatible, oh, okay, that means I can play it on my Xbox. Well, it's backwards compatible for the 360, not for the Xbox One.
Yeah.
I mean, the good news
Speaking
is
of which,
it's
I have 4 360s over here if you want to take one. so
I
you can
may
play it.
take you up on that
I'm
because
dead
I
serious.
really want to play it, but
What?
I think I'd actually rather play it with somebody else just
I
for
have
fun.
a tote in the board games closet that's literally called Ancient Machines, and it's all like 360 and
Ancient
earlier
Aliens?
consoles. I kind of have to agree with Dad too.
Who?
John Lennon's Ghost, Super Nintendo, Scooby Doo.
Yeah, no joke. I was gonna say, but I was like, I've got one more. Well, technically two more, because I have another one. But going Super Nintendo, Scooby Doo, and Porky Pig's Haunted.
Yes.
Haunted.
Porky
Haunted.
Haunted Nightmare.
No, Haunted Holiday.
Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday.
I was just talking about that game with somebody the other day, and I literally went back and I watched a full-on playthrough on YouTube because I was like, I missed this game.
Yeah, like I did the
Master?
exact I did the exact same thing with
We're good. I'm awake. Sorry. Big yawn.
Okay.
Sorry.
You just seemed really shocked by something. I was like,
Yeah.
what? And then you're just like really big yawn. I
Well,
was
then
like,
I looked down, he's on Steam.
Okay.
So I was like, he's really excited about something.
Master Chief Collection releasing tomorrow. He's like, oh,
No. calling off.
Yeah.
No, I actually did the exact same thing. I went through and specifically watched the carnival mission from Scooby Doo.
I love that game. That game is brilliant.
The evil clown. Like it just
This game it's great. That game is one of the best
again.
games.
I didn't go back and play it, but I went
played-
through and watched
I-
gameplay of stuff.
I never
like,
played the one on Super Nintendo, but
It's
I
so
did.
Brilliant.
I did have Scooby Doo on 64.
Mhm.
I had the
play,
Scooby Doo and the
Night of
yeah,
1,000
I'm
Frights?
getting there.
Okay.
Scooby Doo and the Cyber Chase on PlayStation 1,
Yep. I do remember that one.
and then
I played it.
also
Marcus Josh.
Night of 100 Frights, right?
That game was great.
Yeah, the one with like the mansion or whatever. Like in a
Yeah.
different building. Man, that game was fantastic.
It was
I will also
fucking
say-
brilliant.
So
I
Dakota
gotta go
also
find it because I want to play that again. I was thinking about that a couple days ago.
Dakota said he was talking about going back and playing Tony Hawk series back on GameCube.
We literally hold on the way here. I started talking about how I wanted to play fucking Tony Hawk because Body Jar came on.
Yep.
It was what's the name of the song? Oh my god, not the same.
Yes, not the same. By
By
Jar.
Body Jar came on, and I was like, I just want to play Tony Hawk so bad right now. God, those games are so great. I don't know though. I will say, I think all of the games are brilliant, and I think probably 3 is my favorite. But I would definitely have to sit through 4. But hold on. Until I felt like Thug 2 was the absolute masterpiece of everything that made all the previous games great into one perfect game.
It took me 2 seconds to realize what you just said.
Thug 2.
Oh, sorry.
You said
yeah.
thug,
Yeah.
and I was like, what?
Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk
yeah,
Underground 2.
Underground. Yes, I was like, what? And then I thought
Specifically
about
Thug
this-
2 remix.
Yes.
So
That game was
here's my
brilliant.
thing. as a
That's the whole reason.
from
to
the
own a
perspective
PSP.
of soundtrack, I have to give it to Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.
Yeah.
No matter the circumstance,
How
specifically
many
from
bands did that
soundtrack,
turn you and me onto?
a lot. And then also from the perspective of level design,
Yeah.
I probably have to give it to Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3.
Which one? Actually, I might be thinking of 4. I was gonna say where was like Canada and the Foundry and
So technically, those are on 3, but Canada started on 2. It was brought back for 3.
okay
So we had it on 3.
3.
Yes. But we played it at
Where I would only use Bam Margera and Wolverine.
Justin's house. Yeah.
Those are the only 2 I would play.
I
would not.
and then I was playing as Rodney Mullen,
and I was like, "Fuck Rodney Mullen! Who the fuck is this guy?"
and then
and
I'm,
you were
I'm
like,
just
"Oh,
racking up points
This is
for
who Rodney
like,
Mullen is, and explain. And I was like, "Oh, he's pretty cool."
yeah.
He's pretty cute.
But from the perspective of gameplay and just overall most fun and best storyline, Tony Hawk Underground 2,
What movie was I seeing
100,000%.
the other day? I went back and
Probably a
watched
lot.
something. Maybe it was Lords of Dogtown.
Could
I
be.
went back and watched a movie, and it had skateboarding in it, and the character is trying
Grind.
to do I'm pretty sure it was a kickflip, but anyway, it's one of those things where like
Grindhouse.
it's an actor, and he's going and he's talking, and then like it's like watch me do this trick, and then you can clearly tell it's not him doing the trick, and I was looking through the credits and I was like, that's fucking Rodney Mullen. So like they literally brought Rodney Mullen in to do a trick, but like it's basically like if I were to swap you with like Nigel.
By the way, for those of you who don't know, Nigel is black.
It's just
And from
something that's
Zimbabwe.
So it's like
So
there's no way that's the
very
same
not
guy.
me.
I love Nigel. Where is Nigel?
I know. We need to hang out with Nigel more.
So much.
Yeah. Thug 2 is good. Felt It All Ties Together. Pro Skater 3 has an amazing soundtrack. It easily has my favorite soundtrack out of all the Tony Hawk games.
I'm gonna look at the
Pro
list.
Skater 3.
Actually, I'm curious.
But I
don't remember.
because I also have to say, Pro Skater 3 had a really good mix of yes,
Sorry, I'm going back and thinking old SNES games.
100%. They
That's
needed
what I
to do a
grew up
remaster
on.
of
Like,
that.
well, both of us, but like,
And
I
it was
didn't
one of
get
those
into,
where
like,
like we
other
would play the
games
games,
until
we were
2003.
good at them, but then like there was still some parts that we couldn't get through. So while we were sleeping, Tina would play Page Master, and then we'd wake up the next morning. She'd be like, "Oh, you want to get to the next mission? Here's the passcode that you type in."
or she
to
would be
get to
like, "What
this
are you
level."
doing? Like, go get this." And we were like, "What are you talking about?" She'd be like, "Jump up here, and then jump up there. Okay, now hit that. Okay, now go over here. Okay, you just unlocked that." And we're like, "The fuck do you know that for?"
The fuck do you know?
It was like she became a gamer because we wanted to know how to do stuff, and she was like,
Yeah.
"Okay, I guess I'll stay up and play the game, and then teach you guys
cool.
in the morning."
She was literally like Disney
the
and
only-
Fox Interactive guru.
Yeah,
Like-
she's the only one in the family that beat Toy Story. The
Yeah,
only one in the family that beat Beauty and the Beast.
I eventually beat Beauty and the Beast. She beat it way
I
before
almost
I did.
threw this at you
Way
right
before
now
I did.
because I have still. I'm talking 2 years ago. I tried to replay Beauty and the Beast, and I can't get past the fucking wolf level. They just tear me up.
Yeah, I can see that.
I
But yeah,
cannot
no,
load this.
like
I'm trying to see what movies Rodney Mullen's been in, and you're in that's not doing shit. Are we even streaming still?
yeah, we're streaming. You're just trying to do it wirelessly while I'm wired in.
I know,
you are
I know,
wired?
I know
Oh, so
most
you
of the
make it
bands
wired.
from this.
Uh-huh.
I don't.
Who's
I
reading
can't
it?
like some of these songs, and like I probably would.
Tony
know
Hawk
if I heard
Hunter
it.
Pro Skater 3.
Yeah, I was like, I would probably know if I heard
Body
it.
Jar.
Yeah, I
huh?
saw.
Offspring.
Yeah, no, I.
CKY.
Oh,
You got 97
Good old Can't Kill
Bitter
Yourself.
Quite Things or Quite Bitter Things.
Quite better
Yeah.
things. Yeah.
quite bitter.
Dun dun dun
Dun,
dun
dun. Band.
God, who else is on there? Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
Yep.
The
Oh yeah, he did Secret Life of Walter Mitty. That movie is great.
I haven't seen that.
It's Ben
in a
Affleck's.
long
That is Ben Affleck's masterpiece. Ben Affleck. That's not it. I don't like that guy.
I don't think Ben Affleck has a masterpiece.
Ben
False.
Stiller. That's his name.
Yes.
Ben Stiller's masterpiece.
Yes.
Wait,
Seriously.
I'm curious.
Ben Affleck does have a masterpiece.
Yeah, it's called Jay and Silent Bob.
No,
Reboot.
no. Hold on.
You know what it is.
I'm interested to see where this goes.
He knows what it is. I'm just waiting for him to say it. Dad, do not help him.
Hold on.
It's literally
Argo-
it's a 3-word title that only has 2 words in it.
Oh yeah, Gone Baby Gone.
There you
Duh.
go.
Uh,
That film is a fucking masterpiece. of
Yes.
cinema. That film is the greatest. I will say this right now, the greatest film of this decade. Or shit, I think it was last decade. I think it was 07. That was the greatest movie of the year 2000. I mean it. You guys, have you seen it? Have you seen it? If you see this film, you will actually go.
What is the premise of this movie?
Can I explain this movie?
Explain the
love this
movie,
film
no
so much.
spoilers.
Just
no
the premise.
spoilers.
Just the premise,
Yes.
because I think I know what
Literally
city
like
is.
1 or 2 sentences. So the entire movie. So the first shot, the sun is coming. The whole movie is basically Casey Affleck, so Ben Affleck's brother, and Michelle Monaghan are
That sounds right.
private detectives who are hired to investigate a kidnapping.
This is his daughter. or whatever.
And it's not his daughter.
her
It's a girl, but
Oh.
it is so it's Casey Affleck, Michelle Monaghan, Ed
So
Helms,
Ben Affleck's
not Ed Helms, Ed Harris. You've got
Wait,
Morgan
question.
Freeman.
Is Ben Affleck actually in the movies, or
No.
he just?
he
wrote and
wrote
directed.
it, directed.
Oh, that's why.
I have
That's why
seen
it's
this.
Okay.
I have seen this. I know what you're talking about.
I said the same thing.
Although I will
That
say,
movie's fantastic.
I will say, okay, if we're going specifically with the movie with Ben Affleck acting in it,
He's never done a movie that was good. Chasing Amy, 20 years ago.
what was the movie he wrote? and
Oh
directed and
yeah, I
starred in
forgot. He
and
was in Batman.
stuff? No, Argo.
Not seeing.
Argo was phenomenal. The Town was great.
I can't.
Again,
Town
but
was great.
I
movie.
can't.
the
take
the,
it
o- the
serious.
only thing about it is though, he wrote and directed those, and he's an amazing writer and director.
Yes.
He's just a terrible actor, but he's a great actor when he happens to be the writer. Let me rephrase: he's a passable actor when he's the writer and director. He's
I don't know. I really like that movie where he talks about masturbating with
with Liv
Steven
Tyler.
Tyler's daughter. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Yeah.
she goes into very graphic detail, and Tina's like, "I don't think I want to be in this movie with Nick and Joe anymore." 'Cause
we were like 10.
yeah, we were like,
I was like 10.
No,
and we
it
went
wasn't.
close. Look up what you.
actually, I was like, no, we were like 13, and I'm like, wait, if
No,
I was
you were
13,
13.
you would have been like 10. Yeah,
I was gonna say, look up what year that movie came out.
yeah. Oh my god, Jersey Girl is such a bad movie.
That movie came out like 2004. That was the first Kevin Smith movie I ever saw.
It was 2004.
Yeah.
exactly.
I would have been 12 then, 11 or 12. So
Yeah.
about 14. Still, jeez.
2004. I was a sophomore in high school.
Are you kidding me? God, you're old. Does anyone else feel like?
I'm an old
That's so
fart.
sad. Does anyone else feel like the 80s was 20 years ago? Somebody mentioned the 80s the other day, and I just in my head like it was like, oh, that feels like about 20 years of time, and I'm just like, Jesus, that was 40 years ago, guys. The 80s is now older.
Gone Girl was
So
good,
from
too.
this point in time to the 80s is longer from when I was born to the 50s. Let that sink in.
I'm not doing math right now. Not doing math right now.
Check my math.
Oh, dude, Paycheck was good.
Actually, I kind of like that movie, but I was also like 5 when I saw that movie, so I mean,
Yeah,
not
right.
too impressed.
Oh my god, Aaron Eckhart. I didn't realize that. I forgot Michael C. Hall was in that. Michael C. Hall needs to be in more stuff. John Woo directed that?
Can
Lots
we
of guns.
talk about? I've been waiting
Hey.
to talk about. I keep forgetting to mention this, by the way. Has
Geely?
Ugh. Has anybody heard
J-Lo
about?
nude.
Has
Come on.
anybody heard about Cowboy Bebop live action?
And how it's been postponed for
Oh my god!
like 8 months, 9 months.
Would it even be good anyway?
Hold on. I'm giving it a chance because this. What do they call it? Showrunner of the show is John Chow is wanting to get this all made. John Chow is pushing this because John Chow is a fan of Cowboy Bebop. Much like Deadpool was good because it had Ryan Reynolds backing it, who was a Deadpool fan that said, I'm going to make sure it's faithful. So I'm going to give it a chance. It's not a bunch of suits going, hey, that's something that people like. Let's ruin it. It's a fan saying, hey, I want to bring this to more audiences. So I'm hoping it will be good. However, they started shooting. On the second day, he broke both of his kneecaps, and they had to postpone the shoot for like 9 months. So who knows if it's even getting made now.
Yeah. So that
Second
brings up
day.
Gone Baby Gone came out in 2007. So
That movie was fantastic.
so that would have been my senior year of high school.
I remember I was so mad. Dad was mad he took me to go see that movie when we were afraid it was going to leave theaters, and he was like, let's go see this movie. So we went and saw it, and like 10 minutes into the movie, I got the worst fucking headache. It was so bad, I remember this story. It was the worst headache I've probably ever had, and like I left the theater because Dad was like, go to the bathroom, and like they've got that machine that has like ibuprofen and shit, and then like I tried to get it, and it was so bad like I couldn't even see the machine, so I was like dropping quarters and shit.
Yeah.
By the time I finally got back in the theater, I was like, I don't even want to stay because I've missed like 20 minutes. So then we left, and we went back the next day to see it. That movie is so fantastic. I mean, that movie is just brilliant.
I forgot about that one too. No, another good Ben Affleck movie, The Accountant.
Are you guys
from
even
2016.
taking this seriously?
Actually,
The
I saw
Accountant
that
was a
one.
good movie.
Actually,
Is it?
actually, it was pretty decent.
It was
The
actually
reason
good.
I'll tell you why the reason why that movie was good is because Ben Affleck played somebody without a personality, which
Ben
he was
Affleck.
really good at doing.
And I also have to give Dakota credit here, by the way. His first ever Kevin Smith movie he ever saw, Dogma, another good Ben Affleck movie.
I wasn't allowed to watch that movie.
It's a good Chris Rock movie.
It was a good Ben Affleck movie. It was a good Chris Rock movie. It was an amazing Alan Rickman
You didn't
movie.
Say God bless you when I sneezed.
It was a great Matt Damon movie.
I was so happy about that, Nick. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah,
I was so
yep.
happy.
I know exactly what you're talking about. God, it's such.
What? What did she say?
I don't know.
I don't know how to soak, but I'd like to learn.
It's
I
not,
think it's
I don't know how to
Oh.
sew, but I'd like to learn. I was like, I don't know what that is.
Oh, I think you said so. She heard you thinking it's a command.
that
and
could
she's
be.
like, I don't know how to do that.
I don't know how to do that, but I like to learn how to do it.
I think one of the greatest lines of Dogma though has to be not one of the best. I don't know. It has to be. So wait, you're trying to tell me you knew Jesus Christ? Knew him? He owes me $10.
Giant shit monster.
God, that is that movie.
Dogma is such a great film. It's really.
I
really
actually am getting close. I think we'll debate this in a moment.
good.
To
Uh-huh.
getting Dad to watching that movie, maybe.
Come
I
on,
rewatched
Dad.
that movie. It is not blasphemous like I remember.
So
it
so
being.
here's the thing. It's blasphemous in the sense of the Book of Mormon is blasphemous. Yes, it does poke fun at certain spots, but overall, it's a good message in the film.
But yeah, like it's not.
It's not
but even
really
there,
like
the poking fun stuff.
yeah.
There's not much.
No, it's
and
not.
because the big reason everyone was mad was
I
because they
do
were
find it
talking
funny.
about, oh well, Catholic dogma is, against God, because the whole point of dogma is it is something that is happening against God's will.
Yeah.
But that's also the whole point of what they're trying to stop. Like, it's not the good guys are like, we're going to go against God. It's the bad guys are going against God, and they're angels. They're trying to get back into heaven after God said you're not getting back into heaven.
Yeah.
So then it's humans trying to stop it. So, I mean, I don't know. It's not a blasphemous film.
And
If
I do
people
lo-
see the movie, I feel like they would watch it and go, oh, that's not at all.
And I do like the callbacks in Jay and Silent Bob reboot where it's like, yeah, and like this one time I met like God, and he looks exactly like Alanis Morissette.
I love the fact that they said that, and then Harley's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Agreed.
The other really funny thing about that,
Ding.
it was Weather Channel.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like right as you said that, I was like,
No,
I was like,
that's why I looked
No,
at my watch.
but,
We are under a special weather advisory until Halloween.
Makes sense.
Supposed to snow.
Harley is Harley
I know,
Quinn.
I know.
Okay.
No, the other thing I was going to
Kevin
say though
Smith.
was,
Yeah, based off of the stories you told me and things you explained, yes, I know that.
what was the other thing though with
Blood, boobs, and boobs. What is that?
I have no idea. It's on your fucking table. The after party at the State Theater in Logansport.
Too bad it was.
Everyone knows that Alex
23 days
Lifeson
ago.
is God.
Let me ask you, fine. You want to tell me you're not a cop? Answer me a question. Who would win in a
In a fight, Lemmy or God?
Lemmy or God? Or what is he? Lemmy? Wrong. Lemmy is God.
No, God. Wrong. Lemmy. Trick question. Lemmy is God.
That's right.
God.
That's another great movie. We are just gonna name quotes all night until Shannon gets bored and leaves.
Sorry. Yeah. That one's from Airheads. Such an underrated film.
I went back and
I like the
rewatched that
candy.
movie and it holds up.
So it's a
I love
movie
this film.
where Brendan Fraser,
Steve Buscemi and Adam
Steve
Sandler.
Buscemi, Adam Sandler.
Crazy Eye Man?
No, they're
David Arquette's in it.
Yeah.
We should have mentioned that if we ever met him.
Yeah, I know,
And
right?
we didn't, even though I'm sad because I literally was like 8 feet away from him, and I was like, he's working. I don't want to bug him.
Yeah. But we were on set while David Arquette was filming a movie.
Oh.
And then I missed the screening of the movie, and I'm still
It was
kicking myself.
actually, it was really good. Like, I actually really enjoyed it. There were
But,
many scenes that I was like, oh, Tina's got to be cringing right now because it gets kind of sexual, but it's a good movie. I was laughing my ass off, though, I'll tell you that.
But no, so the gist of Airheads is those three are in like an 80s hair metal band, and they decide to they want to get their music played on the radio, so they take
no one
a
will play
radio
them.
station hostage because nobody will play them. So they take the radio station hostage to
To
get their
force them
music
to play
played
it.
over the air.
But then the whole thing gets spiraled out of control, and you've got Chris Farley playing a cop trying to, like, talk everybody down.
It's
What was
also
this movie called?
Airheads.
Airheads.
I remember that.
It's also Rob Zombie's first appearance in a film.
That really is true.
Yeah,
'Cause he's
okay.
playing a cop
Okay.
with White Zombie.
Yeah,
I was like, I think I've seen this, and then you said Rob Zombie, and I was like, nope, definitely seen this.
yeah.
That's the
'cause
scene where
White Zombie's
Chris,
on.
Chris Farley walks
Oh,
in.
Yep.
Chris Farley walks in, and there's a guy sitting there, and they're like headbanging the White Zombie, and the guy's got his shirt off, and he walks up and he punches Chris Farley or something, and Chris Farley looks at him, his nipples are pierced, and he goes, and he just grabs the pierced and rips it off. The guy's like, oh my god!
God, such a great fucking movie.
Oh, the best part of this though. So the best part of this whole movie. So
The only nude
No.
scene is Brendan Fraser's butt in the opening of the movie. Just so you're aware.
But they
Literally.
take the radio station hostage with guns that are actually water guns full of hot sauce. But
Water
nobody-
guns filled with hot sauce, but
but
they
nobody knows
painted
it.
them to look like real guns.
There's literally one point when they're eating a burrito, and Brendan Fraser's eating a burrito, and he's sitting on this ledge, and he's just sitting there, and he's just like steaming. He picks up the burrito, and he takes a bite of it, and he goes.
Wait, what?
He picks up the gun, and he starts spraying the burrito with hot sauce, and he just keeps eating it. What?
Hold on.
One Nick's saying, hold on. I do have an idea, by the way. I wanted to run past everybody.
Okay.
Maybe get some comments from the comment section.
Okay, so Brendan Fraser is Canadian American.
Yes,
Both
but he
of-
was born in Indianapolis.
but yeah, he was born in Indianapolis.
You
Both
never
of his
knew that?
parents are from Canada. I didn't realize
Born in
that.
the same hospital we were.
Oh, that's cool.
That no longer exists.
I know.
What, Beach Grove, St. Francis?
Yo.
Yeah.
Same hospital.
We're
I was born
basically
in.
I was,
everyone in
I was the
Indianapolis
75th anniversary baby.
He was actually.
I-
Like legit.
Like
no, like
July 5th was the anniversary of the opening.
was the
of
first
I was the
baby
first
born?
baby born on that day. So I got a $75 savings bond put in my name, and I got my
Where the
picture in.
fuck
the
is that
newspaper.
money?
Oh, that's been long spent before I could spend it.
No, I do feel like we all need to get together on so Wednesday we do podcasts. We need to talk on Saturday and come up with a topic for the podcast. So,
So
it's
we were not
me
just
and
jumping
you.
from one
Well,
thing to
so
another.
it's not just me and you quoting movies for 2 hours while these
Sounds
two are
about
like,
right.
the fuck are you talking about? Our life, the reason why we like Family Guy so much is our life is just Family Guy. That's just how an everyday goes for us. Is let's just go.
It's just a lot of
Remember that
quotes and
one
cutaways."
time? Yeah, it's all cutaways. It's just
It's all cutaways.
it's me and Nick setting up cutaways, and then we stare at each other going, "Well, the audience is watching the cutaway." I did watch the episode of South Park though, where
One of these days we're gonna have to do a pre-recorded podcast and do
just do
cutaways.
cutaways.
That would be fucking hilarious.
Hey Nick, remember that one time
Oh.
where Brendan Fraser took over a record studio with a gun?
And then just show a clip from Airheads.
I don't even give a fuck if we get banned.
Uh.
It'd be worth it.
It's fine. We'll put it on Mixer. Who cares about getting banned from there?
I don't know, Mr. I stream on Mixer now.
I do. I am streaming on Mixer now. I'm streaming on Twitch and Mixer. I'm using Restream to get on.
Simultaneously,
Both.
this is actually a cool thing.
Yeah. So like I'm using Restream. So basically I'm streaming to Restream. Restream sends it to Mixer and Twitch. But then it's also set up to integrate the chat. So if anybody posts anything in chat on Twitch or on Mixer, there's a bot that automatically transposes it onto the opposite one.
Which is cool because if people are watching Mixer, then that means that they're still getting the Twitch chat, so everybody can still communicate too.
Exactly.
So that your one fan can switch back and forth between.
I was
Mixer and
gonna say
Twitch.
last time I streamed, I had 3 people watch, 2 of which
On
were
Mixer?
Redneck, watching on Mixer, and then jumping over to Twitch, and then jumping over to Mixer, and then jumping over to Twitch.
The one thing I was gonna say is I do feel like when you stream, you get way more views on Mixer for the simple fact of no one fucking uses Mixer right now, even though I personally believe it's better than Twitch.
Well, and
I do like it better than Twitch.
and Redneck has 750 followers right now.
Oh shit, nice! Congratulations to her.
Yeah, no kidding. But I think she also has a slightly unfair advantage of being a woman.
I was
Yeah,
about to
that's
say,
why I've got a buddy that streams on Twitch, and she has like 3,000 viewers.
Speaking of which, I need to change my rating system on that because I completely apparently didn't realize that my stream is rated teen. And I was definitely drinking on stream, which is definitely an 18 plus instance. So
I know. I was talking to a friend and was like, "Holy shit!
So-
how do you have 3,000 viewers?"
yeah.
Sorry,
No, I was going to answer a question, but you're in the middle of a sentence.
I was just gonna say.
It's still
I
on
was
the same
literally like,
subject.
"How do you have 3,000 viewers?" And she's like, "Watch my stream sometime." I turned it on, and yeah, she has no shirt on. So I was like, "Oh, okay."
Who's this?
A friend that I'm not gonna name, just because I don't want to be like, "Hey, go check out this."
Go check out this topless chick playing games.
Yeah.
Wait. Do you have to pay for this website?
Maybe.
okay.
No, it's on
Does
Twitch.
it start with? Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
it's on Twitch. It's just basically like,
So
what is the minimum amount of clothing you're required to wear? That's what she wears.
So here's the
There
thing.
have been times where that means 2 straps and then like pasties.
But, like-
I'm
like,
okay,
I-
guess
I've
that
seen-
counts as a shirt nowadays.
I saw somebody just got banned not too long ago because she was playing Street Fighter and she's a cosplayer. So she cosplayed as Chun-Li. They said that she was showing too much of her legs on the stream. She literally was just wearing
the
a
character can show
Chun-Li
it,
cosplay.
but you know,
And her channel got banned.
But then again, Amaranth doesn't get banned for having an actual like full on pussy slip.
the band.
No, like she
No,
straight up like did not
The
get banned.
streamer.
She was Amaranth.
no,
was doing
there's
like,
a band called Amaranth.
no. There's
the
a streamer called
Amaranth.
Amaranth.
Yes.
She was playing Twister on her stream and literally had like a full on pussy slip and did not get banned.
What about the one chick that was like, "Bye everybody, love you guys, see you tomorrow," and then she like walked away, didn't close the stream, came back and started watching porn and started masturbating in the middle of her stream.
And that got banned real fast.
it did, but I was like, "Holy!" shit.
But no,
I saw that on the top 10 of like most banned streamers.
To answer Dakota's question, so Mixer is Microsoft's Twitch. So it is specifically designed by Microsoft to be used for gaming like Twitch is. The only difference is the stuff that they use that goes from so like if you're streaming, it goes from your computer to a server to internet. So there's usually like a 25 to 30 second delay. With Mixer, you actually have a what's called FTL. So it actually has a sub-second lag. So from the point in time that it goes from your computer to their server, it's already online. And it's also got extra cool features built into it. Yes, you can watch it on
like
mobile.
chat features. and stuff like
But
that.
there's a lot of really cool chat features. There's also a
It's
lot of
awesome.
integration with Microsoft stuff. So
it's
like
built into
uh,
Xbox One. Like you
it
can
is.
stream on Twitch, but like it is a tab on Xbox One and it is built in.
correct.
Like you can literally tell. Well, you used to be able to tell Connect, "Hey, stream," and she would just start streaming to
Yes.
make sure. But
Now,
Stupidest thing to ever get
do you have an
rid of.
Xbox? Oh, I thought you were gonna say to
oh,
have.
the Connect,
They
the
had
voice stuff.
the features were there, the programming was done. Why did they have to get rid of it? I had a Connect, I used it, and then they pushed an update, and all of a sudden it was fucking worthless.
Because everybody bitched and screamed and cried because of.
Give us a
Connect.
choice.
No, hold on.
It was already in there.
I'm not done.
Give us
I
the
know.
option
Like
to-
Shannon said, go back to the deal when everything started 10 years ago when they had to introduce Connect into the thing. Everyone started crying and bitching that, oh, well, Sony doesn't have this. And they all started bitching, so it got to a point where why are we sitting here paying somebody to develop for something that everyone's just bitching about?
I honestly loved the fact that I could walk into my house and before I even
I
have
agree.
the lights on, you just call out, "Hey Cortana, turn my Xbox on," and just boom, it was on. I didn't have to worry about it. It
I
would turn my
agree.
Xbox on. It would turn my TV on. It would automatically turn to the input for my Xbox, and that was it. I didn't have to worry about it.
I agree. But again, everybody started crying and bitching about it, so they took it away.
Stupid.
Yep. I'm sorry. I'm
Another
one of the few
instance
people
where
that will
one
argue
person
this.
ruins it for the rest of us.
I will argue that I mean a billion people ruins it for one person. It's the exact opposite. of that.
My point being, a
Yeah,
few
no.
people ruin it for everybody else.
But my thing
Um,
is, I'm sorry. I know people argue this and get pissed off when I say this. I
I'm
liked
so mad.
Xbox One the way it was when it was announced.
Agreed.
I liked the always on, every 24 hours, every game you buy comes with a free digital copy.
Mhm.
I loved that model. I liked the model that they announced Xbox One for. And then everybody bitched and then went through and was like, I don't want to have online all the time. I don't want that. So they said, okay, fine. So they got rid of it, and then everybody bought an Xbox One, and guess what everybody that has an Xbox One has done? Connected it to the internet, never fucking disconnected it.
So, but back to Dakota's question. The thing that kind of sets Mixer apart. So Twitch has a really awesome feature where
Get a big, really big wooden spoon. You just mixer.
The more you drink, the
Paradox.
KitchenAid.
Paradox.
I still cannot hear
I love how
Paradox.
that's influenced your life.
I love how who was it that posted that in the group chat? That's what I thought. It was so fucking great. Anyway, no, so the thing with Twitch, they have a really awesome feature where you can go on a Twitch, and if you are a partner, which means you have to have like X amount of monthly subscribers and like all this stuff, and you have to be making X amount of revenue, and you have to have streamed hundreds of thousands of hours and all this other stuff, then you have access to something called group streams, where you can actually have multiple people streaming together on one channel. But the way it works is you have like a master channel, and then they're like, oh, you can watch Nick's stream, or you can watch Joe's stream, or you can watch any of that, and like all of this is going
So you
on.
basically go to Nick's stream, watch what Nick's playing, see what Tyler's playing, see what Shannon's
But
playing.
like if,
or
so
have a
if we're
blank
all-
screen for mine because I hate streaming.
or like if we're playing together, you can jump back and forth and see the gameplay from different players' perspectives. Or with Mixer, you can just do it right out the
Video.
bat,
Video.
and it's better.
He's watching porn, everyone.
I'm not.
Try and buy some bathwater.
Wow, that's a big gay man.
I mean, you're not wrong.
What was it?
Picture of Trump. It just worked out really well. Worked out really
Lock
well.
him
up. Lock him up. I'm sorry, Dad.
Anyway, but yeah, no. So I like that whole functionality with Twitch or with Mixer, because you can actually do that straight out of the box. And I do find it funny. So many people are switching to Mixer from Twitch, because we had Ninja
Ninja.
do it. Shroud just did it this
So the
week.
thing is, Ninja did it, and then everyone else was like, "Oh, Twitch is dead."
Kinda. And then
Uh,
and then they offered Shroud money, and then he jumped over, and then somebody else.
Glad declined a $2 million Mixer contract.
Wow.
But then again, he's also
Oh.
when he streams on Destiny now, back before Shadowkeep, he used to average like 1.1, 1.2k. Right now, like last night I tuned into his stream for a little bit, and right now he's sitting comfortably around like 5.9, 6. I mean,
Well,
his viewership went way up.
Dr. Disrespect also switched over to Mixer.
Mhm.
Did you guys hear what happened to Ninja after he switched over?
He disappeared.
No,
Damn it.
no, he's actually really pissed about this. So Ninja apparently,
Oh,
I've never watched
yes.
Ninja stream.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
He's apparently always tried to be family friendly and all ages kind of stuff. So he went through and was like, okay, I'm gonna switch over to Mixer, took that deal, whatever. But his channel never got shut down. Like his channel still exists. It's just he's
I
not
heard
streaming
about
it.
this, yeah.
So they started playing ads on his channel without his approval for porn.
What?
It was like, oh, here, like, get a
They
new
started-
subscription to Pornhub. And
No.
like, I don't know what it was.
So
but-
on his channel, you could go to his channel, and his channel would host other channels that they wanted to promote.
Gotcha.
One of those channels that slipped in under the radar, they didn't realize was actually
That they
porn,
say.
which is completely 100% against their guidelines. And afterwards, once it was brought to their attention, that channel was banned and is no more. But for a good like
I still
20,
believe
30 minutes, there was hardcore porn on his channel with no age gate, because he was an all ages, family
that.
friendly
You buy it on
streamer.
Newegg. Oh, it looks like Newegg. Oh, it's stars that look like eggs.
But I do
Stars are
also
very
find it funny though.
egg-shaped.
You talk about family friendly stuff. There's a lot of streamers that aren't necessarily family friendly, but have family friendly audiences. Let me
Yeah, you know
back this up. Flipping through channels the other day, Disney XD comes on. Disney XD.
I
Okay.
love that channel, but it's still on Cartoon Disney.
Okay. So Toon Disney.
That's the word.
So Disney XD. I'm like, okay, let's give it a chance, see what's on. Do you know what they were streaming?
No.
Oh my god, what the fuck is his name? Your guy, they got popular, huh?
Markiplier.
Yeah, thank you. Markiplier, playing some game where he's trying to like, jump up. Yes, he did do an episode of Family Feud.
What?
Sorry, Dad was asking if Ninja did an episode of Family Feud. Ninja was on an episode of Family Feud, and I'm pretty sure that was the second time he had been on Family Feud. And anyway, I'll get to that story in a second. But it was Markiplier playing. Markiplier is not a very family friendly. There's a fair
He is and he isn't.
there's a fair amount of language.
It depends when he's playing.
They were bleeping a lot. Like
Deepin.
yeah, they were
When do they bleep?
because it's Disney.
Okay.
Disney
sorry.
XD,
I'm gonna be honest.
3
I'm on
o'clock in the morning.
Facebook.
Disney, 3 o'clock in the
you're
morning,
right.
is showing Markiplier playing a game, and they have to constantly
care
like
about this.
bleep about every like 10 to 15 words. But it's like,
That's kind of exciting. I still need to play that game.
but it's one of those where it's like,
I need to buy it on Switch.
if Disney XD is doing a thing, I know. If Disney's doing a thing and they're showing somebody streaming gameplay, I get it. You're wanting to get into that market, but at
Yeah,
the
I'll
same
switch.
time, you think you would pick a streamer where you're not going to have to bleep stuff.
The thing of it is, I do agree with you.
But this is also
The problem
3 o'clock
is-
in the morning.
Markiplier can go 10 videos without saying any cuss words. And then he'll play one video where he's just
Then
like,
pick one of-
fucking motherfuckers.
But that's what I'm saying.
But what I'm
then
saying
pick
is-
those
no,
videos.
hold on. What I'm saying is, most likely, Disney went through and was like, kids like Markiplier. We're going to bring Markiplier in. And then some guy was just like, oh, dude, this is a great video. They're going to love it. I guarantee you, after playing that, somebody probably got in trouble.
I don't know. But even then, the game that he was playing was a weird game where you play. It's kind of like
We Happy Few.
huh? No, it wasn't We Happy Few.
I want to play that game
Limbo.
so bad.
No, it was a game I had never heard of that looked like a mountain climber version of I Am Bread.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, are you talking about?
I don't know the name of it. so
I know.
it's-
I know what it is. I can't think of
Well,
it.
like you have to like
He's
climb
in a
a
cauldron and he's got a hammer.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Yeah.
yeah. What is
yeah.
that called? Oh my god.
I don't know.
I have.
I don't know, but I watched Markiplier play it for like 45 minutes.
That's an
because-
infuriating game. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. It's somebody's name. It's oh god. I'll think of it randomly when the middle of this. Later.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, no. So Ninja did do an episode of Family Feud, but the one that he did where he was Ninja, was actually his second appearance on Family Feud, and the first time that he was on Family Feud was like with his family because he's a huge fan of the show and everything. And Steve Harvey's like, "Oh, what do you do?" He's like, "I play video games." He's like, don't play too many video games. Like my mom always told me not to play too many video games or whatnot. And then like he showed up, and he's like, "So
I just had to defend us on Facebook. You're welcome.
what?
From Father.
What?"
He just commented on how we have no taste in movie because not only did we like The Lighthouse, but we also thought Suspiria was good. And I said both of those are
Suspiria
fantastic films.
is a phenomenal film.
They just earned
I
your
am
company.
No
sorry.
comment.
It's
I am
so
sorry.
fantastic. I own it and it's great.
I will say
I'm
I
sorry.
will
I didn't
say-
mean to get off topic.
I think Dad might have enjoyed that movie slightly more if he didn't have to read the entire film.
No, the problem is we got to the end of that movie and Dad literally, I remember, I was talking to him about this, no spoilers,
Yeah.
but we get to the end of this film. It is a 2 hour and 45 minute movie. I looked it up again, it's 2 hours and 45 minutes, okay? The whole movie, I'm surprised how well my dad's like behaving himself. Like my dad's great in movies, but we told him there's no subtitles, which the whole fucking movie ended up being subtitled.
My bad, because
Yeah,
the
the original
original
was
movie
all in
doesn't have subtitles. It was 100% in English. They made
There
an
you go,
American
bro.
remake of it. So I was like, oh, Americans doing a remake of a German film or a French film, or Italian, Dario Argento.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna say 10.
Italian,
Eventually, you'll get it right.
Italian film came out, but it was done in English. So Americans are remaking this Italian film. So it's
You
obviously
can
going to
do
be in
English.
English, right? No, it's going to be German, French, and Italian.
And English.
and English
The subtitles are in 3 different colors, so you know what language they're speaking.
because
while
there's
they're
going to be
speaking it,
multiple
because-
conversations going on in different languages, so
At the
that
same
way
time.
you can read and know which conversation you're actually following.
But the whole movie,
It gets really confusing.
2 hours 15 minutes in, my dad's actually pretty much not said anything this whole time, even though in my head I'm going, Dad's hating us. I feel so bad for him. And about the last 10-15 minutes, he starts. It's very intense scene, like
It is. It's
very intense scene.
really
And he
intense.
starts laughing and he goes, "What the fuck are we watching?" And literally, like, it's not a sold out show, but there's about 8 other people in the theater.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a fair amount of people in this theater. It's not like shoulder to shoulder, but like I would say it's about half full, maybe a
But
little less.
legit, he goes, "What the fuck are we watching?" And we were like, "That shit." He goes, "I literally I'm expecting," and I can see where he's going with this. He's like, "I swear to God, what's about to happen is that character is about to take a shit, and that shit is actually Adolf Hitler, who's going to be in a tutu, riding on a tricycle while blowing this other guy." And we were just like, "You're not far off, but shit." He was like, "What are we watching?" It was so great because again, he does not talk in movie. Even The Lighthouse, I never heard him say a word except for the final scene. Again, very intense scene, and he just starts laughing. I was like, "This is not a funny."
Dude
scene.
is dying horribly, and he's laughing his ass off, and I'm just like, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I
I'm
knew-
so sorry.
I feel bad. I could have told him beforehand not to go see it because I knew he wasn't gonna like it.
I will also say,
But I was like, "Fuck it, Nick and I are going. Let's bring that along."
I will say, it was one of those movies where
I
like
just know A24 is releasing a movie. I should just be like, "Dad, don't go."
a horror film.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. He kind of no, he didn't even like. What's the one that I loved that's A24 that's not horror? Lady Bird. He didn't even like Lady Bird, and I loved that movie.
I never saw Lady Bird.
Oh,
actually.
it's fantastic. Booksmart.
Never saw Booksmart.
God, what A24 have you seen that's not horror?
You stumped him with the not horror part.
Hereditary, because it's actually a family drama.
Yeah, family drama, my
That's what
ass.
he
That
said.
is
That is what Ari
no.
Aster says. He was like that. film is
that's
not
what it
horror.
started as.
No.
And
When he released Midsummer, he released it, and they said, "What kind of film is this?" And he said, "It's my first horror film." And they said, "You made Hereditary, didn't you?" And he literally said, "No, Hereditary is a family drama that has horror elements in it."
family drama with demon possessions and
You just gave
other
the end
such
away.
things. No, I didn't. No, there's stuff that no.
I had no idea that was the case until literally the last 13 seconds of the film, and I was like, "I guess that's what this is about." That movie's fantastic, though. Ari Aster is brilliant. I will see anything that man puts out.
Agreed.
We all need to watch Midsummer.
I'm down.
But it's fall.
What time is it? I don't know, about 11:30. Why the fuck is the sun up? I don't like that.
I don't like that. Everybody lay down. Everybody go to sleep.
Everybody, just lay down.
Everybody lay down and go to sleep.
There's a scene where everybody's tripping.
You are laying down. Lay down. It's not making me feel comfortable.
There's a scene where everyone's tripping on shrooms, but like everybody is literally just like quietly like sitting on the grass, and like one character, the most she's doing is just kind of like running her hand through the grass, and then this one kid who seems like the stoner that could probably handle his drugs, fucking losing his mind.
Yeah,
He's
he
freaking the
cannot
fuck
handle
out.
his
Like,
high, and it yeah. Although I have to
It's
say,
the kid from We Are the Millers,
yeah.
who's fucking great in that.
Wait,
too.
you're getting paid for this?
Oh, like
Oh yeah,
Oddly
I forgot
enough-
all about that line.
Oddly enough,
Paid for this?
he's the most like British fucking like in We Are the Millers. After that movie, I thought he was American. Like his accent is flawless in We Are the Millers, and then like I saw him in other stuff, and I was like, oh god, that's a British actor. Like I had no fucking
You know
clue.
who
It's almost like watching Andrew Lincoln. Like you watch Walking Dead and you're like, oh, Andrew Lincoln, he's an American actor, plays in the zombie show, and then you hear him in an interview and you're like, oh my god, that he's hardcore European.
I can tell you something funny about him.
Really.
One of the greatest like pranks I've ever seen. There's a video on YouTube where it is who's the other guy in Walking Dead that I used to like, but now I can't stand because I'm tired of Walking Dead.
Norman Reedus.
That guy.
Norman Reedus.
I have
and
to
the
say-
Funky Fetus.
I have to say, with all of that said,
Next week.
I do love Norman Reedus. I absolutely love that man, but I'm so tired of Walking Dead. But even though he was a guest star,
You need to
12
watch.
seasons in, he's the guest star.
You need to
but-
watch Cigar Burns.
I do. But anyway,
Or
he
cigarette
went
burns.
through and was
Sorry.
like, I'm gonna fuck with Andrew Garfield. So, middle of the summer, they're filming in Georgia.
Midsummer?
It's like 110, 15 degrees outside, and Andrew Lincoln is walking to his car and he's talking about
Were you
how
about to
hot
say
it is.
Andrew
He's like,
Garfield?
"It's so, yeah, it's so fucking hot, and Norman Reedus is following me. He's like, I'll follow you to your car and like, we'll get in the air conditioning. And they're walking up, and Andrew Lincoln gets in and he turns the fucking car on, and the air conditioning was already set to come on. And as soon as he flips it on, confetti just goes goosh, and glitter right out of his air vents. And Norman Reedus is just dying laughing, and he runs up and like it's just, I mean, we're talking like it had to be like 3 gallons of glitter, and it's just going and going and going and going and going, and finally Andrew Lincoln just looks up and goes, "How much did you fucking put in there?" And he was like, "The whole fucking thing." And Norman Reedus is just laughing. He's like, "This is so great." And he's like, "I fucking hate you." And like he was not laughing at all. But it, like, I'm gonna pull this up. I won't have audio, but just to show you how much fucking like confetti and glitter we're talking.
Dakota said, "Sorry, I had gotten distracted by Monster Hunter. Lol. What all did I miss?" I said, "Not much. Joe and I just talking about movies that we love that our dad hated."
So hold up, he's got it turned on.
Although I will say it's this time of year. Or no, you don't watch scary movies and you don't watch scary movies. You don't like horror.
I do. I
Still
don't
not
go
as
by.
much
I
as
don't watch
remember
movies by
being. I
myself.
thought it was more. How much did you put in there?
I love horror stuff.
This stuff is flying through.
What are you up to the rest of the night?
You wanna watch Midsummer?
Uh,
I have it on my iPhone. We can stream it to your TV.
oh well, I mean that's up to you. I was gonna recommend.
How much longer are we going?
Yeah. I was gonna say
I'm Joe. That's Tyler.
we're at an
Shannon.
hour and 35 minutes.
'Cause
So
I gotta go to sleep soon.
yeah.
No, you don't.
Not nearly as smooth as last time.
Give me
Yeah,
that.
mine was much more devious plan.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to leave on one last thing,
Here we go.
no, just small, just take like just a minute and a
It's
half.
about the size of his dick. So
Bard
it's
comment?
No, actually, no, this is totally legit. I've played about 4 hours of.
I know
what is-
Adrian's wanting to put that on our car, but
Slap you.
I
Outer
want to
Worlds.
play it so fucking.
wanna
I
play
have
it
it.
and I can't install it till tomorrow.
I have it installed on my Xbox and I have it installed on my
So
PC. I
bad.
have not had a chance to turn it on yet. I have been wanting to so bad.
That was my plan, was to go home tonight and watch it,
really.
play it.
Well, I've played this at about 4 hours. Really good. Definitely feels like New Vegas in space for sure. But that's
Yeah.
not a bad thing. That's definitely a good thing.
Without bats.
The
Aha! TTD. Tactical. Something. I don't remember.
tactical testicular
Dicks.
destruction.
Yeah. I don't know. Kind of, yeah. But
Tactical tiny dicks.
okay. It's named after Joe.
You can hide him in anything.
No. No, but it's instead of it being VATS where it's like, okay, click that, choose what you want. It's basically like a bullet time thing where it's like you select it and it goes super slow and it's like the more you move, the more it uses. But if like you're standing still and using it, it's like almost like a quick draw, kind of like a
Oh, so it's
Red
like
Dead.
quick. Yeah, I was gonna say from like Red Dead.
yeah, almost
yeah.
kind of like a Red Dead thing.
Deadeye.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah, but no, I like how like all the dialogue. It actually makes a difference what you like your choices make a huge difference
that's another thing.
in this one.
I'm gonna. I keep forgetting his name. Blake.
Yeah.
Okay. That was another thing that Blake was saying when he was talking about he played the beginning, but like he was like, yeah, I put like 15 hours into the game, but I'm only like 3 hours in. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, because he would like play the game and then like stop and then restart and then play the game with a different decision for a little bit and stop. No, he was doing that specifically just to see how much you can actually change based on your decisions, and he was like, it is insane.
You know what?
Like he was just doing that with
He was testing.
I
it.
get that.
Yeah.
But you know what?
What?
I'm gonna let somebody else do that, write a review, and then I'll just read that fucking review online and I'll just play the game.
But I mean, like
He just wanted to do it himself.
yeah, he was just want to do it himself and check it himself and stuff like that. Which it's another one of those.
It's just like so and so will remember that. I'm like, I fucked up.
But yeah, no, it's one of those
Everyone
where
just like that.
Yeah, I'm just like,
we're like he knew what choices he wanted to make to get to where he was going. So like he ended up doing that for like his actual playthrough. But like his first like
Yeah, I get what
5
you're
things,
saying,
he
yeah.
just played for a few hours, made different decisions.
My thing is,
Made
if I
different
play a game
decisions.
for a few hours and I immediately try to go back and replay it, I fucking am just like, fuck this game, I'm done. I get bored.
I can see that, but I mean, like, I don't know.
But no, been actually really enjoying it.
I need to just sit down and play because, like I said, I've got it installed on the Xbox upstairs. I've got it installed on my computer.
fuck?
I didn't do it.
What the fuck is that?
that gift.
What is that? Mass Effect?
Yeah, it's clearly Mass Effect.
Well, I never played any of it.
It doesn't matter. You just know. That's clearly Mass Effect.
We're not all you, Shannon.
What does that even mean?
What even is that?
Maybe that's Dragon Age.
Yeah.
With modern tech or futuristic
No,
technology.
that is very
That's what Mass
Plainly-
Effect is.
clearly
Joe.
Shepard talking to Miranda.
I don't know.
I was right. Okay.
Miranda's the dark
Irish
Killer.
motherfucker.
I was right. Anyway, yeah. So Dakota's wanting to get off of here, so I guess we should.
But yeah,
leave. We don't care about you,
play
like,
play
like,
Outer Worlds.
Dakota's wanting
Give it
to
a chance.
Fuck
It's actually
all you.
really
No,
good.
no.
I
So
cannot wait because Outer Worlds is coming to Switch.
yeah, and apparently they just released. They released a statement yesterday.
Well,
and
they
were
fit
like,
Witcher on the Switch, so
Bye guys.
well, no, they actually released a statement saying we don't know how, but it is running really well on Switch.
Well, yeah,
like,
did you hear about Witcher?
well, he said it's actually running really well.
Correct. Once they got it finished.
Yeah.
They started trying it and were like, I don't know how this is going to work. And
That
then,
could be.
They managed to get it. But my point is, like, if they're already, like, they've still got 5-6 months till it comes out on Switch.
Uh-huh.
If it's already running well, like, the last 5-6 months is going to be making this game butter.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Butter.
I'm
Butter.
going to beat the fuck
But anyway.
out of it on Xbox and the fuck out of it on Switch.
Fallout in space. I'm Nick.
Tyler.
Joe.
Shayna.
And thanks for watching, everybody.
Have a good night.
Bye.